You guys have like a real intro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's pretty
and we're
badass.
live. Ladies and gentlemen, gear junkies, pocket dump fanatics, lovers of all things that smell like leather and freedom, welcome back to Nomad EDC Live. Tonight we got a special one. This man crafts leather so clean, so smooth, so downright dangerous that your pockets start feeling naked just thinking about it. You know him, you love him, the genius behind Oak City Leather Supply, Dylan. So grab your knives, grab your wallets, grab whatever you got clipped to your belt, because tonight we're diving deep into craftsmanship, creativity, and the beautiful chaos of the EDC world. Let's get this thing rolling. What's going on?
Rolling, baby.
Thanks for joining us, brother.
Yeah, thank you for having me, man.
Hey, thanks for coming on, Dylan.
So, first thing we ever do on this live is, I think we might have told you this before, but we all do a pocket dump. And since you're the guest, we're going to be good hosts. We're going to let you show us what's in your pockets.
Okay. There's nothing in my pockets because I pulled it out earlier. All right, let's. All right, well, stuff I normally carry. I'll start wallet first. So, a lot of the gear I do, I make. So wallet. This is my favorite design I've done. The curve wallet. It's like. It's like a standard, minimalist card slip wallet, but with a few little features I threw in. Thumb push ramp for cards.
Right.
Side has a little slot for folded cash. Extra cards in the back. That's probably my most popular wallet design.
That
Probably
Pueblo
one I
leather?
carry. Yep. Most of the stuff I do is all Pueblo leather.
Nice.
It's just my I've tried so many different leathers from all over the world, and Pueblo is the one that I just love the most because it's so versatile and they have so many good colors.
Edges are like a cheat code too, man. It's so easy to do the edges
Yeah,
on.
that's a big thing. Is like I love the details of the finishing of leather work, and Pueblo, you can get such good edge quality if you put the work in. I mean you got to do some serious sanding to get some like glossy edges, but you can do it with the Pueblo. Other leathers like chrome tan leathers and things like that, they just suck. And the Pueblo lasts the longest. Like it breaks in so nicely. Every color patinas so well. So yeah, that's why.
I'm a huge fan of Pueblo.
Yeah, and this one, so lately, I don't know why it took me like 6 years to start doing this, but a few months ago, I started messing around with doing rough out. So literally just flipping the leather over, and I'll rough it up a little bit. So this wallet I have, it's all gray Pueblo, but it's the rough outside on the outside, and then I just have the smooth, the top side on the inside of the wallet. So you just kind of get a two-tone effect without doing two different colors. Because I really like monochromatic themes and looks, and being able to do the same color but just two different textures, I think is just a really nice, clean way to do like a two-tone effect. So
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah. So I started offering all that on pretty much every product I have. You can now select a rough out version for either the primary or secondary leather of whatever product you're ordering. So
It's a good idea, bro. Looks cool.
yeah. And a lot of people have been ordering. I think I only did it like a few weeks ago, and I've had a ton of orders that have started doing the rough out. So it's going pretty well.
That's cool.
How crazy do y'all like to go with EDC? Are y'all into like all the gear?
Yeah.
All the gear.
Hold out, bro. Show us.
Show us all the gear.
All the gear. Okay. All right. Usually flashlights. I'm not into lights like you guys are. Like I never got deep into flashlights because I know people out there is like $500 flashlights. Like blows my mind. So this is probably usually the thing I most, just like the cheap little O lights that have the clip. Because usually I'm wearing a hat, and being able to clip a light to your hat is just game changer, honestly. So the fact that these just have these clips, I think, is just like great. I don't need like a fancy light with 40 different functions.
I think a lot of people like those clips on there.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
if you
that's a good light, man.
Yeah, and it's not super powerful, but it works, and it's simple. It doesn't have like 40 different modes, which is dumb. Let's see. Pocket knife wise, because after you guys invited me to come do the show a few weeks ago, I watched one of the shows and I realized how into slip joints you guys are. And so I dug out all my slip joints that I used to carry all the time. And so I've been carrying this one again lately.
It gets you some of that.
Yeah. And we can go into it later. Like, I've got a whole bunch of slip joints I can show you guys, but this is the one that I got that like blew me away. Like, this is like the top of the game right now for like production slip joints.
Agreed.
I agree. Same.
Yeah. So yeah, I think this is the midnight jack with that Warncliffe blade, and you'll see a theme amongst a lot of my knives. I'm real into Warncliffe blades, especially on slip joints. Like, this is my thing right here. These sheepfoot Warncliffe style blades are where it's at.
Oh yeah.
So yeah,
us too, man.
Yeah, big theme amongst my collection for sure. So I have been carrying this every day since Mike invited me on the show. I think I pulled this out to kind of remind myself how much I love slip joints. I've carried this every day, and I've just been sticking to it. I actually stopped carrying fixed blades for a while, and I just only carried this knife just to carry nothing but a slip joint for a while.
It's amazing how much you can do with that thing too, isn't it?
Oh yeah, I mean, well, it's funny. It's like we try and get all these knives, and we think we're going to use them for stuff, and you think you're going to go chop down a tree, but in reality, you're really not. All you really need is a little slip joint, and that'll get you through like 99% of your day. Especially me, because I'm in my shop all day long, to where I don't need one tool to do it all, even though that's kind of what it can do. I have so many other tools around me. I probably have like 30 knives laying around me at any time to do something if I needed to. But if I'm out and about outside of my shop, that slip joint pretty much does it all. And then you got like the fidget factor of it, of just the fit and finish is so good. I mean, you don't need anything else.
Yeah, man, I'm an Amazon warrior through and through. I'm just opening up boxes all the time. That's all I really need is a good slip joint.
Yeah, me too. Like, people send me knives every day, and it's like all I'm doing is cutting up packages.
Yep.
It's like the joke people always say: you buy knives to open up new knife packages, and it's just
Yeah.
That addiction that just keeps feeding itself, So.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then in that slip, when I busted it out, I've been playing around with doing stitchless products. So this is my knife slip, my V4 knife slip. And I wanted, since I knew I was going to carry it for a long time, I was like, I'm going to do natural Pueblo.
To get that
no stitching. And I'm going to see how well this will patina over time.
It's starting to.
Yeah, oh yeah. And it's only been a few weeks, and I just carry it in my pocket. I haven't put any sort of leather conditioner on it or anything. And I've always wanted to do this, to carry one piece for like a year and see how well it patinas. But because I'm always making new stuff, it's hard to stick to one thing for a long period of time. So this, I'm like, all right, I'm going to stick to this. Like, I'm going to carry this for a full year and see how well it patinas.
Yeah, it's going to be crazy.
Yeah, especially in the natural, because that's where you get like the true, how good can you make the natural look over time instead of having some other pre-tan dyed leather, right?
Yeah.
So this will be the go-to for a while right here. And I've been playing around with these stitchless designs because I just wanted absolutely just pure leather. No stitching, no nothing, just
That's cool, man. That's
nice.
definitely interesting.
So what kind of glue are you using on there? You using what are you using?
I just use a standard, water-based glue. But the trick is it's not held together by glue.
Okay, talk to me, Goose.
That's the secret.
You
You can't let the whole world know his secret, Mike.
Yeah, it's completely clean. Like no stitching, no lines, no nothing.
Hey, but when we get off of the live, I'm gonna ask you that question again.
All right, you can get the same answer.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
That's a pretty cool idea, dude.
After we get off, I do want all you guys to send me your email, and I'll send you guys one of these.
Dude, for real.
Oh,
Oh,
sweet.
sweet.
Yeah. Well,
Thanks,
Chris,
man.
for having me on.
Oh man, that's awesome, man. Appreciate it.
So have you ever thought about like pre-patinaing something in the sun before you sell it? I actually done that. Somebody asked me, it was Erica's EDC. She asked me, she ordered a slip from me, and she's like, I want you to pre-patina it. So I set it in the sun for like 3 days. It turned out pretty sweet.
Yeah. So I will say I don't like when people like dye leather to make it look like it's patinaed.
Yeah.
Like you see those like I don't know how you explain it. They do this they just kind of dye the edges and make it look worn. I feel like you got to earn it. I feel like you got to earn that look
In your pocket.
in your pocket, and it's not hard. You just got to fucking carry the thing, right?
Right.
So that kind of bothers me. But I will show you something really cool where you tan something in the sun. Jay, if you could, it might take you forever to find this. If you can go down my Instagram, there is a picture somewhere. It is a black pocket sheath, and it has a natural leather inlay, and it's got a skull on it. If you could find that, it's probably from like years ago.
He's scrolling.
You know, Jay, a real job here.
Yeah, it's probably from a while ago. I don't know who has it. I want to say it's been traded or sold by collectors. I think I've seen it in multiple people's possession. It was definitely further back.
Man, these look crazy, dude.
They do.
Let me see.
Wow.
And I'm sure my photo of it is terrible. The collector who bought the sheet did some really good photos of it. And I wish I remember what his Instagram was. Oh gosh.
We're all just sitting here, just admiring all your work.
I didn't intend to just scroll through my whole Instagram here, but I just know it was back from a few years ago when I did it.
I love the shapes of these things, dude. They look so freaking sweet.
It's like artwork, man.
Yeah, my thing
Yeah,
was
I love how you do like those rivets on the side of the sheath. I think that's
those
badass.
are screws.
Screws.
So yeah, I mean they look like rivets from the front because I put the flat side on the front. But they're actually screws, so you could attach other clips or hardware or belt loops to the sheath if you wanted to.
Somebody must have scored a touchdown, Chris.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Uh,
This is people across from me. I live right next to a football stadium.
okay, wait, all right. So go back up just a hair. Right there. Okay. So we either might have passed it or it might not be on my profile. I'll have to go find this picture of this other sheet. But right up here, it has the lion steel knife with the and it has the little leaf on it. So this is when I started playing around with that idea. I don't know when I did this.
Oh, I see what you did.
Yeah. Does that say 2020? Yeah, my God, that must have been like 4 years ago. So I would take natural leather and I would put some sort of design. I just took a leaf and I laid it on the leather. You put leather conditioner all over the leather so it doesn't dry out. You put it inside of like a window frame, like not a window, a picture frame that's got glass on it. So you put it inside like a picture. You lay the leather down, you put your pattern over it, and you leave it out in the sun for like 3, 4, 5 hours, however long you want to. The longer you leave it out, the darker it gets. You pull it out, and you're left with a tanned pattern. So it's just like if you laid out in the sun and you're pale and you get
Right.
really sunburned, but leave something laying on your chest, you're gonna have a big old pale spot on your chest, right? Same thing with the leather. And you can put patterns on there and tan the leather naturally like that, and you can get some crazy designs. And I think it works best with natural. But I mean, you could theoretically do it with other colors.
Is that just veg tan?
Yep. So yeah, Pueblo is a veg tan leather. I do not work with chrome tan leathers.
Yeah, I don't like those at all.
That's really cool. I never thought about it. That's
Cool
really
idea.
cool, Gary.
Yeah. So my whole thing is like I don't. Oh, there we go. There's a wallet too, right there. Yeah, I think I used one on the wallet. There was a leaf. That's a terrible photo, of course, but same thing. It's a leaf tanned on there. I think I did a bunch of stuff when I made that original batch of leather on there. I just took some leaves off of a bush, threw them on there, and there we go.
Nice.
But yeah, so I did that, but then so the same concept. I'll have to go and find the picture and the guy who has it. He had what's the brand? The Pete's Pirate Life knife, like the fixed blade he did a while back. He wanted a sheath for it with something crazy, so I did an inlay in the sheath, and I took some natural leather and I cut out a little picture of a skull, like a little silhouette of a skull, tanned it, and put that in the inlay of the sheath. It was black in it like
Oh,
that.
yeah.
It matched the knife like perfectly. Like I was like blown away how well it actually came out.
That's sick.
Yeah, it was like this one right here where I've kind of got the there's an inlay. I don't like the way I did that one back then, but that was a special batch I did for the shark. Oh God, what's his name? Ryan. Who does the shark? What's his name?
Oh Lord.
SPK. That's like the brand.
SPK, okay.
SPK knives. God, what is his name? I think it's Ryan. But yeah, did some inlays with him. But yeah, I've done some stuff like that. I don't use any sort of like computer detail. Like you could do crazy stuff with like a laser printer or laser cutter.
Oh yeah.
You could have just like crazy designs. Your like options are unlimited, but I don't use any technology like that. So to do some sort of pattern, I had to come up with like a creative way to put a pattern onto leather like that.
Yeah, that's pretty creative actually.
Yeah, so
think
I
you could
really
probably
liked it.
do the same thing with your logo on there.
Yeah, well, I stamped the logo. I don't know if you could get like little tiny letters in there, but and require some crazy detail.
Oh yeah, you're right about that.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure it could be done, but I don't know if I'm going to spend the time cutting out Oak City leather supply by hand with a little pig. Yeah.
That's crazy, man.
Yep. All right. So that's the knife lately. Outside of that, I will say I do carry a Sabenza.
Look at you.
Yep. Are you guys Sabenza fans?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. So this was like the first like expensive knife I ever bought. And like I don't remember, these were like, I don't know, like $700 or something like that. Like something crazy. And I think I bought this like 6 years ago. I had just started doing leather work, and I was like, I need something to post that people think is cool so that they'll pay attention to me. Which is like really dumb, but I fell in love with this knife and I carry it all the time. Like it's kind of the folder that killed folders for me. Like I used to have this collection of a whole bunch of folders, really nice flippers, titanium flippers and stuff like that. But when I bought this knife, I was like, this is such a league above everything else in terms of fit and finish, and it's simple, that I was like, oh, I'll probably never buy another folder again.
Man.
So I don't know if y'all have knives like that where you just kind of like you hit your end goal in that category and it just kind of like.
I get what you're saying. I totally
Yeah.
get what you're saying. I have a Sabenza too, and it kind of kills it when it comes into terms of other folders and stuff. It's definitely that kind of pocket knife. I carry it all the time. That's actually my carry for today too.
Yeah, I love this thing. And I mean, I beat the shit out of it for such an expensive knife. I mean, I know now there's like, I think people's like vision of like what an expensive knife is now is kind of crazy. There's like thousands and thousands of dollars into these custom knives, but for like $700, you're like, this is like a grail worthy knife. But for whatever reason, I just like loved beating it up. Because the best knives were like with these titanium scales, when you get all the little scratches on them and everything, it looks so good.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's just great. Like I feel like the folders, especially when the flippers came out and everyone was real into flippers, it just kind of got too crazy. It was all about like drop shut flippers and finger guillotine stuff, and it just got way too crazy, and there were just like this flood of knives that hit the market, and I got kind of like burnt out looking at all that stuff. And going back to a Sabenza is just like simplicity done to just like the highest level of like tolerances and fit and finish, that I was just like, you really don't need anything more than this.
I get exactly what you're saying because I used to be the guy that wanted the guillotine shut stuff. And I used to review that kind of stuff a million times over on my channel. And I used to shit on the Sabenza like crazy.
Yeah.
And then when I took a 2-year hiatus off YouTube, I was like, I'm going to buy a knife. And I want it to be a knife just to be a knife, not to be a fidget toy, not to be anything else, but I want it to be quality. And I landed on my Sabenza 31, small Sabenza 31. And I was like, I'm going to carry it for a year. And I was like, I'm going to give it a real shot.
Yeah.
And I've kept it for 2 years, and I freaking love it. It just performed. It did everything I needed it to do, and I love it. It's just, and it's a keeper.
You had the Insingo blade?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I love it. I think what they did, having those 3 blade shapes, I think it's like those are the 3 most standard blade shapes, like a regular clip point, a Warncliffe, like sheep's foot type blade, and then a Tonto. Like Tontos are really popular. I was super into Tontos.
Yeah.
Like when all those flippers were out, I was like, the Japanese style Tontos are just the sickest things in the world. And the way the way Chris Reeve did this blade shape, I don't know why, but there was just something about it with the way the grinds were done. Like it wasn't anything crazy. It's like very slight belly to it, and then a nice transition, and then how that tip gets wider at the tip. I was just like, oh, it's just perfection.
I love their.
Man. Yeah, I could nerd out about Tonto like details like fucking hours. And then when I found this one, like double thumb studs, got the inlays, I was like real into monochromatic carry for a while. Like I just loved like black and white stuff. So I was like, oh, this fits perfectly.
Yep.
And then, like,
I agree.
Yeah, this was just like end game for me when it comes to folders.
Yeah. When it comes to folders, it's hard for me not to throw this in my pocket. If I'm not carrying a slip joint, it's hard for me not to throw this in my pocket just because it's the do-it-all knife for me.
Yep.
I love it.
Yeah,
I'm the same way. I got a small 31 in Tonto. I love it.
Yeah, I kind of want to get, mine's a large, and I kind of want to find the same, well, I mean, they don't make them anymore, but I want to get a matching one that's exactly the same, double silver studs, Tonto in the small size, just to have as like the companion to the big one.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is kind of stupid. Why do I really need two? But it's like, how can you not want to have the matching set?
I want a small and cozy. I want a small and cozy really bad.
You like
mainly because I want to match. I just got a 6G Commander pry bar, and it's made after the silhouette of this is from the Nkosi. He's a huge Chris Reeve fan, and this pocket clip is milled. This can fit on a Sabenza. I could take this pocket clip, put it on a Sabenza, large or small, or an Nkosi, and that's the reason why I want to get a smaller Nkosi so I can have matchy.
Yeah, that's. Can you show the clip like from the side view?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so that looks like a good clip.
Yeah.
Oh, the clip is perfect, man. Beautiful retention. It goes in and out of the pocket perfectly. I love that clip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I like the standard clip that comes on the Sabenza. Like I feel like the retention is good. However, I've had this thing get ripped out of my pocket before getting out of my car. Like my seatbelt gets caught on it. And then when I get out of my car, the knife goes flying across the parking lot. And I'm like, oh, shit, my knife just got screwed. And I'll be like, oh, my God, I have so many scratches and dings on it. So something about that clip just like right there just gets caught on stuff all the time.
Yeah.
But then again, that's kind of part of the reason why it makes it go in and out of the pocket so easy, too. So there's just kind of trade-offs on it.
Yeah, I love the functionality of the CRK original clip. I don't think the look doesn't really match the knife.
Yeah, I agree.
As far as functionality, I like the retention on it.
Yeah, somebody back in the day was making a aftermarket clip out of titanium for it, and it looked sick. It looked like what should have originally been done on the knife. I forgot who makes it. I don't know, but it fit perfect, and the look of it was just like spot on. And it was a milled clip. It wasn't like a spring clip like this. It was a milled clip like what's on that pry bar.
Right.
Yeah, there's a lot of makers out there making CRK clips. I know 6G Hardware makes clips for the CRKs. It's actually the same one that's on that pry bar. He actually sells those clips separate. Obviously, Nice Guy Machine Company makes clips, and RGT and Lynch and MXG gear, I believe.
Steve Rhymes Knife said Millet made them. Yeah, Millet. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
That's familiar. Yeah. I'll have to get one of those clips. I just kind of. I feel like I got the knife and it was just kind of like perfect. So I never guess I spent any more money tinkering with it, but.
Okay, hey, we'll hook you up with Dusty.
Yeah.
Dusty's the 6G Hardware. He made that pry bar.
Now, does he make a pry bar that matches the Sabenza and not the Nkosi?
Not yet.
Not yet. This just came out. This is dropping tonight. This pry bar is dropping tonight.
Yeah, hang in, because I bet you will.
Oh, God. He made a Sabenza one. Oh, I'll be all over that.
Right.
I don't have a pry bar. My pry bar is this right here. This has been sitting on my desk for like 6 years. There's little shitty plastic scales, and I use this bottle opener for everything. I do not own a multi-tool. This is my multi-tool. And I use this at work doing leathercraft stuff all day long. Is this just this little thing?
We got to hook you up with a pry bar, bro.
Yeah, I need a pry bar with a good flat head. That's what I need.
Yeah, we got to hook you up with a pry bar. We got to hook you up, bro. We are pry bar connoisseurs.
Yeah, that's like an EDC staple that I never got into. Were the pry bars?
Really?
Yeah, I don't know why. It was like I just never pulled the trigger on one, or never like did that deep dive into pry bars. Probably because I was too obsessed with knives or something else at the time. I feel like you can go just as far down a rabbit hole with flashlights or pry bars.
Oh, yeah. You can.
Yeah.
You definitely can.
Yeah.
I have my fair share. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there's the whole thing. I actually want to keep this because people started making those crazy titanium scales for these things.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And I was like, always wanted to do that. And I don't know why I just never got into it. I was like, I don't know if this trend is going to die off or what. Maybe I'll get some scales. And so I don't know. That's a whole other thing I got to get into. But those were
I love a good Swiss Army knife, man. It's an awesome.
I do too.
Yeah.
I do too.
Yep, I love this one. It's got everything you need. I probably had this since I was probably in Cub Scouts. Honestly, I was probably like a little kid. So,
Wow.
yeah, they're sick. All right. EDC. Other thing. Are y'all into pins?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Dude.
I like it all, man.
All right. So, I like the pins. Who's the company? Grimsmo.
Yep.
Oh, you got Saga?
No, I wish. when I was getting into pins, I was so broke. I was like, how much is a Saga? Like $1,000?
Yeah.
No, dude, like 260, 300.
Yeah, it's like 250, 300 now.
I thought they were like $500.
Yeah, I thought they were crazy. I thought they were like Time Askett's ones were at that.
Dude, look, High Winds is in here. High Winds just got a Saga for what? Alex, you got yours for like what? 260, 280, something like that.
That was secondary though.
Yeah, but they're like 300 on the site.
Really?
Yeah, bro. Jay's pulling up the site right now. Look at the pins and then go to You can click on it and go to the inventory.
Do they have inventory? That's the thing.
Yeah, true.
They
do most of the time. That's Norseman inventory.
You have to sign up for your email, and then they'll send you
pins. Click on pins. Quit going there. Go back. Go on pins.
Saga
pin. Hit the plus sign. Now go to Saga inventory.
Nothing.
Okay, it's out. Wait, go down. They're all sold out.
470.
450.
Those ones are.
And I feel like they do crazy ones that are like.
They do got crazy ones, but the ones I saw like a few weeks ago, they had on there for like 300. It depends on the variation.
Yeah. Okay. So maybe it was the knives that were over like $1,000. The Norseman was like entry level Norse was like $1,000, right?
I want to say that probably 500-600.
I'd say higher for the Norseman.
I thought they were higher. I thought they were like $1,000.
Yeah.
Show me the
I'd say higher. I'd go like 900 for Norseman, 800-900.
Okay. Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen Norseman for sale.
Yeah, I used to see them all the time. Like they were pretty popular.
See, these ones right here going for 1,000.
Yeah. Those have like a design on them, but I mean that's still pretty basic construction. Yeah, I thought they were all about around $1,000. But so are there pins like like I don't know how they work. Is it like this where it's like a little bolt action thingy on the top?
So you push it down, and then you pull the barrel down, and it releases the lock. You pull the barrel on its side, and it releases the lock. I'd have to get Alex to show you his. It's really cool, the mechanism, how it works.
Yeah.
You push it down, and it locks, and then there's like a little barrel, and then it's like a QD air disconnect sort of. Yeah, it is kind of like that.
Okay, I got you. Okay. Yeah, I always wanted one of those. They had some cool colors and stuff like that. But,
They do, yeah.
but at the time I was into pins, I was like, how in the hell can someone spend hundreds of dollars on a fucking pin? Right? Like,
Well,
that's
that's
didn't
everything
click
you get
yet.
into, though. Really, I mean, if you're a car guy and you can go spend, $10,000 on speakers, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It just kind of depends on what you're into. People spend more.
Yeah. All right. What's that one right there? What are you
This is the
holding?
Nottingham Tactical. This is the double action. This is for left-handed people only, because I'm left-handed.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So you push this button right here on the side, then you push it down. I can't do this right-handed. Then you let go,
Mm-hmm.
and then it does that. So it holds it in place, and then you release it. You just press the button, and it releases. So if you just go like this, it's not gonna come out. I like it because my kids can't just come up and press it, and start writing all over shit.
Right.
I like that. So
Yeah.
it's intuitive for me to do it with my left hand, but I can't do it with my right hand.
Right. So there
Yeah.
are pin companies that make left-handed bolt action pins.
Yeah, I know. Tactile Turn makes left bolt action pins, left-handed bolt action pins.
What's the difference?
That's pretty cool.
Because I can do it left-handed or right-handed.
It's just the direct. I think.
Yeah, the direction that it goes, because I have bolt action pins that's a little weird whenever I'm doing it because I'm left-handed. Like I have hold on, I'll go get it. I have a fell halter.
Dylan, what pin is that you got?
So this is a Karis company. I don't know. I forgot the name of it, but they make a ton of pins, and it's a bolt action. But the pusher, I mean, the smoothness of this.
Yeah, you can tell.
Yeah, I mean, it's so good, and just the way it
You can
flows
just
in.
turn it with your thumb, dude. That's
Yeah,
sweet.
so it's not actually like a bolt you're pushing, but the button, you just kind of roll it. Like you just press it down and roll it, and it hooks it in. Like it's like the most fidgety bolt action pin. I mean, it's so good. I love it. And I still am a personal trainer at a gym. And I used to do everything on paper, right? So now people have fucking apps on their phone and they record weights and exercises and all that. I used to have a clipboard with a piece of paper. I'd write out people's workouts and I'd write down like how much weight they were doing. And all day I would just sit there in the gym and just fidget with this pen. So I love just having this pen on me all day. So yeah, it's so smooth. I love it. And then the best pin I ever had, let me find it here. And this guy does not make pins anymore. The brand was called Urban Survival Gear.
They don't make pins no more?
No, I don't think so. I think he closed the shop.
Oh shit, okay.
Right? So this pin, and he had multiple versions of it, and he did standard, titanium, copper, Damascus, whatever, did all that. But he was the first guy that I ever saw that made the clip the bolt.
Yeah, I had one of those. That thing is sick.
Yeah, I was just like, dude, genius. You made the clip the bolt. I don't know. It was like such a novel thing to me. I was like,
smart.
wow. Yeah, I was like, this is awesome. And then the fit and finish of the pin is like spectacular. Like the guy is like a professional machinist. Like when he would do the overview videos of his shop and the machines, it was like, dude, you should be making like other stuff. Like, why are you fucking around making pins? Like, he was probably making a killing making pins because I think it would sell out in all the drops. But the way how good these things were made and just the simplicity of it, I was like blown away. And then he started getting even more detailed. Like the versions that came out later, the clip was made like with better ergonomics. Like it's kind of sharp at the top, like it's kind of a hard edge. He started making like more ergonomic clips and things like that. And I really wish I had gotten one of those before he closed. I think he closed years ago. I think he stopped making pens. If he started making them again, that would make my day because I will go find one of these.
Yeah, dude. Because I remember him.
I think the Urban Survival, I think they changed their name at one point, and then they made like a run of like awesome looking knives with a lot of engraving and this and that. And then out of nowhere, they shut down.
Yeah.
So it was crazy.
Yeah, I was like kind of shocked when he did like a whole video where he was like just talking about like closing it. I was like, what?
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe he just retired or something. But yeah, if I could find I think it was like a V3 of this or something that had like the more ergonomic clip, I would love one because I think I lost the spring inside of this one and I just like cut down a pilot spring or something to stuff in there, so it's not quite as, I don't know, it doesn't line up quite perfectly like it used to, but yeah, but that one's in copper, so yeah, I used to carry this all the time, but now that it's the Keras that stays on my desk. So
Nice.
I like the fell holter, the tiny bolt with the little. I like the ball that they put on this one because it makes it super easy to actuate.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. Super easy and fidgety. I like the refill on this too. It takes the M22 Lamy refill on this. This thing writes freaking amazing, and it's just super small, dude. I've had this pen for years. I think these go for like 170, and made in the USA. Freaking awesome little pen. I love this thing. And then I got a tactile turn side click right here. This is one of their seasonal releases. This is the 8-bit, which was if you're a video game fan, retro gaming fan, you'll like this. So I like how it says reset on the side right here. So when you press it down, you hit the reset button.
Oh, okay, I get it. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, dude, I'm a freaking nerd, so I like that shit. Yeah.
What was your favorite game?
What was my favorite game?
Yeah.
Duck Hunt, dude. I played the shit out of Duck Hunt.
You know how many nights I stayed up all night long playing that stupid game, dude?
Dude, I played the shit out of Duck Hunt.
Gun? Yeah.
I was
dude.
I might be, I don't know, that might be a little before my time. My game was Halo.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Halo. I played that on Xbox. Halo.
Yeah, I was big into Halo. Like Halo 3, me and my friends would get together, play like 2v2 split screen, just shit talking each other till like 2 a.m. and just going at it. Like just games to 50 over and over and over again. And it was just
Yeah.
That
one. It was Halo and then GoldenEye. I like GoldenEye too.
GoldenEye, yep, GoldenEye, dude. Piss off your friends and shit like that. I grew up in the Nintendo 64 era, dude. So that was, yeah.
My parents didn't let me play video games until I was really older. Like all my friends had like, I mean, they were up to. I had friends that had like PS2s before my parents even bought me a Game Boy.
Oh, wow.
Like, I felt so out of the loop. Like, it really killed me as a child, like, not being able to play video games. Like, my friends were playing, like, I would go over to their house and play, like, Grand Theft Auto and stuff on PS2. And I was like, dude, this is the most fun thing in the world. Yeah. And I go home and I'd be like, I got no video games. I complained all the time, and I think my parents bought me like a Game Boy Color or something. It wasn't until I got older to where I think I got an Xbox and I started playing. Yeah.
Well, that's like Mike now. We'll be on a video chat, and Mike's sitting there playing NASCAR.
I want to get one of those Game Boys that you got, Chris, that has like 1,000 games on it from different.
I saw someone was doing a video on that the other day, and I didn't know those were a thing. It's like an old retro Game Boy, but it's got preloaded like 1,000.
Yeah,
and like the
it's called
Chris has one.
I'll send you the link, bro. I'll send you
They're
the
like
link.
$20. How much?
They're like $80 on Amazon, man. It's called the MiiU Mini Plus. You need one in your life. Trust me. I'm telling you, Crash Bandicoot. You got Marvel vs. Capcom on there, dude. All the freaking it goes all the way up to PS1 games. It's
nice.
awesome. Yeah.
The one I saw was expensive though. It had the screen had like a really high resolution, but could make it look like different screens from different platforms. Like you could make it look like a Game Boy Color screen or a Game Boy Advance screen, or like it just had
That's sick.
modes. But it was like a few $100. But it was the same kind of thing. It looked like a Game Boy Color, but the screen was like a super high resolution, but still looked retro.
This one's backlit screen. It's Type-C charging. It's $80. I bought my son. I had one. I loved it so much. My son kept playing it, so I bought him one last year for Christmas. He plays it all the time. He loves
You on
it.
the TikTok shop?
No, I bought it off Amazon.
Ah, okay.
On Amazon, dude. And you can buy it. It comes with its own little case and everything like that, screen protector. And it's got like the cool translucent colors and stuff. Like mine's the atomic purple. And I freaking love it, dude. I play it all. I play it when I'm bored, dude. I love it, dude.
Is that Pokemon games on it, Chris?
I think so. I was never big into the Pokemon game, so I didn't even look.
I think it does. Alex has one, and I think he plays Pokemon.
I think it does. I'll have to look. I'll let you know.
I don't even know what a Pokemon is. Say, what you pulling up, bro?
I wish I had time to play video games. Like, I feel like video games now are so, like, they're just so crazy now that is just it would like if I were a kid now getting into video games, it would just be like mind blowing.
Yeah.
Like I played. My friend had the new Battlefield game, Battlefield 6, and it's just like so realistic. I was like, dude, this is wild. I used to think like Call of Duty 2 was like realistic, and compared to this, it is.
Battlefield 6 is hard too, man.
Yeah, it's tough. I think I played a game. I went like 3-46 my first game. I was like, yeah, fuck this. Like, this is not for me.
Yeah, Battlefield is definitely harder than Call of Duty.
Yeah,
I played Call of Duty for like 6 years. I had a good 6-year run on Call of Duty. Definitely my favorite game of all time.
Yeah, I feel like if you don't, and this is the thing I hated, was if you didn't get the game the day it came out, and you weren't practicing and learning the maps and like just leveling up all your guns and everything, if you weren't on track with everyone else, you could fall behind so quickly, and then it's like in like a week you're getting murked by like 8-year-olds, and it's just like I don't have the, it's like I'm an adult, I don't have time.
That happened to me, dude.
And then you have the 8-year-olds talking shit to you while they're killing you.
That's the whole
and they're better shit talkers than you are.
I told you about that Madden
that
game
witty.
that I had. This Madden, this kid, like 8-year-old kid in Madden, like cussed me out, made me look like that tall on Madden. And like I'm good at Madden, dude. I used to have a freaking composition book, and I'd write every play, everything. I would sit up and study and play all night long for years. And I get on here, and this dude is beating me hard, me talking crap the whole time. I'm getting mad. My wife and my son and my daughter's all laughing at me because he's beating me too.
Yeah, I never played the sports games. Like I was never into like football or Madden or the basketball games or anything like that. So I never played that. I did play some FIFA for a while.
I played that.
Yeah, FIFA was good. But yeah, I don't know. After that, I can never really get into the sports games except the racing games. The car racing games are awesome. Like
Forza was awesome, dude. I like Forza.
Yeah,
I got into Gran Turismo for a while.
Yeah,
those were cool. I had the BMW M3 on the cover of Need for Speed that has like the blue stripes on it.
Nice.
If I could find an M3, I think I would be that guy who would actually go and have that shit painted on it just for like just to fuck around. So much fun to drive that around. Like, just like yeah, reliving that childhood dream.
That'd be cool, man.
Yeah.
So, what's one piece of leather work you're most proud of lately?
Proud of? No. The thing about being a maker is like,
Say all of the above.
no.
Yeah.
Because I'm very critical of stuff. Like if I make something one day and I turn around and look at it the stuff I made the day before, I'm like, gosh, I could have made that better. Like I'm always trying to like get a little bit better. And so when you were just scrolling through my Instagram and you got down towards the bottom, I started getting cringy. Like I do not like that. That is not.
I do that too.
Yeah, it's not good. So my photography wasn't really good. Just details stuff. I was like, I don't know. But, so stuff like that. But I will actually say it's not actually a product I sell. But the other few months ago, the gym I work at held a powerlifting competition.
Okay.
And they were like, and I usually help out. I'm usually a spotter for the powerlifting. And so I was like, all right. And they were trying to come up with prizes and stuff to do for the winners of the competition. So I threw out there, I was like, well, what if I made like a powerlifting belt? So I made this weightlifting belt that had our logo inlaid into the sheath, and I did the whole thing by hand. I mean, that thing took me like 20 hours to do. It was ridiculous. I was like, why did I sign myself up to do this? But it came out so good, and then to see like all the prizes and stuff they had for like second and third place for like a fucking cup with like the logo on it or whatever. Like a gym towel that had our gym's logo on it. First place prize got a fucking handmade, custom fitted, full leather powerlifting belt, inlaid logo, in suede, with like the ratcheting buckle and everything, all out. I was like, that's what you get if you win this competition.
Wow.
And so that was cool. And I think I've got a picture of it on my Instagram if you can pull it up. It's in there somewhere. Picture of it.
Dude, ain't that so cool though that like the thing that you're most proud of isn't even something that you sell on your website. Like that's just like that's just awesome, dude.
Yeah, when I get to do like the offshoot stuff, it's stressful in a way because I have this wait list of orders for stuff people have ordered, right?
Yeah.
And you have this like you owe it to them. I need to be working on their orders.
Yeah.
And but if you're constantly doing that, it kind of sucks the creativity out of what you're doing.
Yeah.
And every once in a while, you have to have the discipline to just be like, I'm gonna put that aside and work on something else that actually makes me like want to be creative and like better my skills. So when you can just take on like big projects like that.
Oh man, that was badass, dude.
That's freaking cool.
Yeah. When you can like set stuff aside and like, all right, I'm gonna focus on this and I'm gonna do it. It's just like it's way more rewarding than doing just like over again.
Right.
Yeah, and that belt is like a full blown like 10 millimeter thick. That's like 4 layers of Pueblo plus an orange suede inlay that was hand stitched in, hand cut inlay. Not done with a laser cut out or anything. I had to hand cut that. Because our gym is called Ignite Fitness, and we've got this like flame logo. It's like on the floor and all that stuff in there. So I put the logo in there and it has like the barbell kind of silhouette behind it.
That's freaking awesome.
So doing that, I mean, that was like probably the coolest thing I've done lately that I was like really proud of.
It's sweet, dude.
And
that is awesome, dude.
To do that and totally wing it, Like, this is not a pattern I've done over and over and over again where I have it nailed down. This is like, I'm going to wing this in a day and have it done by the time this thing is going down. Is so stressful because it is so much leather that takes up. That's like $200 worth of leather right there in that belt.
Wow.
And then the time you're putting in to hand stitch that whole thing together, if you fuck it up, you fucked it up. That shit goes in the garbage. You're not reusing that, you know? So that kind of stuff is like stressful when you're doing the big projects like that. And yeah, so to pull that off, I don't know, that kind of stuff is like what I'm most proud of.
That's awesome, man.
Rather than the keys and things like that. But yeah, that's probably.
What's the strangest or coolest customer request you've ever had?
My neighbor asked me to make a pair of suspenders, and it was real random. Like I had these neighbors. It was I had this couple that lived next to us. It was this lesbian couple, and I'd never talked to them. Like I'm pretty introverted. Like I don't really talk to my neighbors. Like I don't really chit chat a whole lot. Whatever. I never really talked to them. One day they just showed up on our porch and they were like, "Hey, somehow I heard you do like leather work. Could you make me a pair of suspenders?" And I was like, "What?" I was like, I guess I'll be a nice neighbor. I'll make you a pair of suspenders. I was like, I don't even know how to make suspenders. I've never actually seen someone wear a pair of suspenders. Like I had to look up like how are suspenders even really made. Like it was weird. It was weird. But I did.
Yeah, that is pretty random. I wasn't expecting that one.
Yeah, it was odd. But I mean, I guess they liked it. I don't know. I probably didn't actually turn out that good, but they didn't say they hated it, so whatever.
How did you get started in leather anyway? How'd you start?
When I was probably like 2019 is when I started the company, right? But before that, I was collecting knives. And let me find it. I was buying. Well, I'll start with this. My dad was really into collecting knives. He collected Case, GEC, stuff like that, like way back in the day. And so he kind of got me into knives and like the slip joint stuff. And I started getting into slip joints again around that time. And I had bought a few of them. But then when I think it was Knives Ship Free did their Northwoods brand. Y'all remember them?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The North.
Oh yeah, I got some.
That's one of my grails.
Yeah. So my dad was all about Case, right, for a long time. And he has this crazy Case collection of these old Case knives from back in the day. Like now they suck, right? Like the quality is just like gone down the drain. But back in the day, like Case knives were great. And if he would order one, and if it wasn't perfect, he'd send it back, and he'd call him up and be like, dig through the boxes and find me the best one you have and send me that one. Like he was like real at this like crazy Case collection of just like the best stuff. But then he got into GEC, and then he found Northwoods, and he started buying Northwoods, and I was like, all right, I got to get me a Northwoods. Like, and then they came out with this knife right here, this Barlow.
Yep.
Again, just like the Jack Wolf with that blade. All right, so I've got a thing for this pattern, the Barlow with the sheep's foot, Warncliffe style blades. And I got this knife, and I was like, oh, this is sick. Like, this is the coolest knife I've ever had. But it came with this just complete shit leather slip.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even...
I got one.
It wasn't even this one. Like, this I get. Like, this is what came standard with them, right? These things right here. That's upside down. The Northwood sheets. These are okay. I get it. It is what it is. But it came in something else, and it was terrible. I think it was like a buffalo leather slip or something. I just did not like it. And I was so bummed. I was like, I have this incredible knife, but no good slip. So I was like, how hard can it be to make a slip? So I went down to Tandy Leather up in North Raleigh, which I was like, wow, I didn't even know there was a leather craft store. I didn't even know that was a thing. I was like, where do you buy leather? I was like, I didn't know there were leather stores. Like, it's not something you see, right? But there was one up in North Raleigh, and I was like, well, okay, I could drive up there and get like some tools and like a hide of leather. So I drove up there, bought like a few of like the cheapest hand tools I could find, like a little, stitching punch and an awl and some thread and a couple needles. And I just like dug through a stack of like just old hides they had laying in the store, having no clue what I was looking for. And just kind of grabbed them. All right, this looks good. Took it home, made a bunch of just crap. Like, I had no idea what I was doing, just making it up. And so that's kind of how it got started, was making slips. And after a while, I kind of got better and better. And I started, I would go like look on YouTube. I mean, completely self-taught, go on YouTube, learn how to like make whatever. And you just find these makers, and there's great videos out there of people just making stuff. And you just pick up on like all the little details of things they were doing. And after a while, you just start getting a little bit better and better. And the knife slips for slip joints are really what kicked it off for me. I mean, it's really just something as simple as that kind of starts it off. And that's really about it, And then you can take it from there wherever you want to go. I think one guy said, if you can make a wallet, you can make anything. He said if you can perfect a wallet, you then have the skills to apply that to just like any project.
That's
and
true.
You're going to be able to do it. It may take some creativity, and I actually realized I would disagree with that when it comes to making sheaths. I think making a good sheath requires a little bit different perspective than just making what I would consider a 2D object, essentially. Like a wallet, a knife slip's it's pretty simple. It's like a 2D thing. But when you're trying to fit something around a 3D object, it's a little bit different. But yeah, that's really how it started, was just not being happy with what was out there. And I was like, fuck it, I'm just going to do it on my own.
What was your first sheath that you made? Do you remember what knife it was for?
Yes, I do. I don't think I have it anymore. It was like a third cleaver. It was like a 2-inch cleaver. Mm-hmm. I don't even know. It was kind of popular for a while when it came out. I don't know, Jay, you could search what that thing is. It's a Gerber cleaver. It's got a real short, stubby blade. And I made a sheath for it.
And at that time, did you already incorporate those screws on the side?
No. Yeah, that right there. Yep, the tri-tip. That thing right there. It was like the funkiest little knife.
Oh, wow, that thing is huge.
Cool. It's not big. It's not big. It's small. I mean, it's just yeah. But I made a sheath for that. But yeah, it didn't have I don't think it had my logo or anything on it like that. And I wasn't selling this stuff. This was all stuff I was just making for myself as a hobby.
Mm-hmm.
So what project taught you the most about your craft? Good or bad?
I will say the thing that really kicked it off as being a business, I think, which I think you take craft and business kind of separately, even though I really try and keep it craft. Like if you look at my stuff, I am not running a real company here. Like, it is pretty much like in my spare bedroom, still grinding away, making stuff by hand. Like, it is not a business, right? But I would say I had a request. Someone reached out. I was posting some stuff on Instagram, and someone reached out and said, I have a Giant Mouse GMF1. He said, can you make me a pocket sheath and a set of scales? And I was like, all right, a pocket sheath. All right, I could kind of figure that out. But the scales threw me off. I was like, you want me to make a set of leather scales to match it? And that was like really weird. I'd never seen that before. So I kind of had to come up with a way to do it. Kind of traced out the knife, cut it out by hand, found some screws I could kind of screw the scales on. Then I came up with like the pocket sheath design for the GMF1, which is this knife. You guys know or Giant Mouse, right?
Yeah.
So the guy sent me one of these, and I came up with a pocket sheath design and the scales, and he loved it. I think he shared a bunch of stuff with it. And so that was kind of the start of that. And I think that really taught me more like, listening to what people want and putting your own spin on it in a way, is probably the thing that's like the most important. Like you really got to pay attention to like the things that people are looking for. As weird as they might be, there might be something to it.
Right.
To this day, I think even now, GMF1 pocket sheath and scale sets are my most popular item that I do the most.
Really?
And that's like the first thing I really started selling.
Wow.
Which is weird. It's actually, it's not even just like the pocket sheaths. The amount of orders I get for the GMF1 scale and sheath combo.
Yeah, I see those everywhere, dude.
Yeah, it's wild. It's just something so different. It was like the leather scales no one had ever done before, and on such like a good knife. And it's like this knife needed it. That was the thing. Like, yeah, you could have done it for any other knife, but this knife came out and was skeletonized. And people, I love skeletonized knives, but people were like, God, if only this thing had a set of scales on it. And I'm like, well, I don't know how to make micarta scales or wood scales. I mean, there were guys out there doing that, but leather scales, like no one had made leather scales before. And they're a nightmare to make. Like I cut them out by hand. If I had a laser cutter and I could cut those things out perfect in 2 seconds, oh my God, my job would be so easy. But I got to sit there on 10 ounces of leather, cut out those scales with this knife right here. And I do that over and over and over all day long. And it drives me nuts. I hate it. But it's like, but that's my most popular product. And I just will just probably forever continue to do it this way because that's the way I started to do it. That's the way I'm going to keep doing it. It's by hand. It's caused me the worst tendonitis in my hand and my elbow I've ever had, but it is what it is.
Sometimes I watch those. I'm sorry, Damon. Go ahead. I was just
going to say that's how I first learned about you and your company was those scales and that sheath for the GMF1.
Yeah. Yeah, that's probably the thing that stands out the most. That's just like, it's just you just never really see that before. So
I was going to say that's the first thing that caught my eye when I was scrolling through your website a few weeks ago. I was like, "Whoa, that's different. I've never seen that before."
Yeah, I've done a ton of them, and I think they're catching on. I mean, honestly, they're kind of dumb. I think it's terrible. I don't know why people buy them.
It looks cool.
If it looks cool. If you're wanting a handle on your knife, you want something rigid, something with grip, something that is not going to bend. So, it's like leather is not the material for that. You're going to want wood, micarta, titanium, I don't know, something that's actually rigid, right? Not leather, but I don't know. People just like it.
They look good, man. They look good.
Yeah, I had somebody, a knife maker today actually reached out and said someone requested that I make leather scales for their knife. They said, "Is it okay if I, do the leather scales?" And I just said, "Dude, knock yourself out." Like, I do not want to make any more leather scales. So, yeah, if you want to take over that business, sure, go for it. Yeah, they're not good for scales, but yeah, people like it. It match that kind of stuff to your sheath too, and that's kind of the biggest thing.
Cross and Copper EDC says, "What type of leather and color is your favorite to work with?"
Well, the Pueblo leather, like we kind of talked about earlier, is definitely my favorite. Aside from color, I don't know. It changes. Like I'm real into black and white photography, and I love like monochromatic themed EDC stuff, just because it's simple and you can kind of match it with anything. Like there's black gear all over the place. There's titanium gear all over the place. So I just like black leather. Black Pueblo, I think, is so good. Like this. This is a sheath I did for the GMF one. It's like the Pueblo has this like very subtle texture to it.
Yeah.
And it patinas so well. It breaks in so well. You can get it in 5 ounce from tanneries, so it's thick enough to do like pretty much anything you want. And the edges finish so well, and black kind of hides everything, so you may not get like the craziest patina effects, but this leather kind of starts out as like more of a satin matte finish, but as it patinas and you get some oil on it, it kind of gets a little glossy sheen, which I really like.
Yeah.
So I mean, I like that. I make a lot of stuff out of black, but I'm always changing it up. I kind of get bored of one thing and then I'll switch to another color. Like I've been doing the gray lately. I've been doing the natural patina.
Yeah, the cool thing about that Pueblo too is like that right there, the welt on it, you could put different color welt on it and you don't have to dye anything. It stays the same color even after you sand it and finish it and everything else.
Yes.
It looks pretty cool.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Contrast.
When you look at tanneries across the world, certain countries and certain tanneries, I think, do it way better than others. I'm all about USA made gear, but USA they don't have it figured out when it comes to tanning leather. Aside from maybe like Horween doing some like shell stuff, but that's really expensive, and that's just kind of a whole different thing though.
Right.
But I do not like the American leather tanneries, like a lot of the Horween stuff, Wicket and Craig, like all those. I'm not a fan. They're good for what they use them for, like obviously boots, real rugged stuff like that. Like they do so much chrome tan stuff in America for that kind of stuff. But if you're making knife sheaths, you've got to use pure veg tanned leather. And in my opinion, I think Spain and Italy do it the best.
Yeah.
I've used stuff from over there. They do a full dyed leather. So if you look at an American leather, I don't even know if I have any like on me here. It'll be like dyed on the top, but then as you go through the grain of the leather, the dye doesn't go all the way through. So you've got like natural leather on the bottom, and I just don't think that looks good, especially if you're stacking leather. Like if you look at, let me grab one of my sheaths. So if you look at the edge, so essentially this is 5 layers of leather stacked up. And on the outside, you've got the Pueblo, and on the inside, you got the natural. So this is like one of my favorite combinations to do because you just get this crazy edge along the side. It glosses so well if you can finish that edge nicely. And when the leather is dyed all the way through, let's say this isn't natural. I guess this is a bad example, but you would have layers of like the color, like little lines of the layers. And I don't think that really looks great. I think it's best if you can just get a solid color like that all the way through. It's a little more bold, and I just think it finishes so much more nicely than having backside be like a different color than the top side, if that makes sense. I don't know if I explained that very well, but yeah. Oh, and the other thing is I see guys screwing this up all the time. If you're making a knife sheath, do not use chrome tan leather on the inside. It will corrode your blade.
Corrode it back. Yep. You put it in there for one day and it's brown.
Yep. And I see guys doing that all the time. And I'm like, what are you doing? Like, have you never put a knife in your own sheath? Like, what are you doing? The chrome tan is tanned using a bunch of chemicals. And that stuff is so corrosive to your knife or anything you want to put in it, any type of metal. You want to put your slip joint in there, you're going to corrode the bolster, the blade, and if, oh my God, if you had a carbon steel, oh, your knife is done. Your knife is done. You don't want to do that. Veg 10 only.
Yep, I learned that the hard way. At first, when I started doing leather, I didn't know what I was getting. I was just getting whatever looked cool, and I started making some slips out of that stuff. And you'd put your knife in there for 4 or 5 hours, and next thing you know, your whole bolster's brown.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of mine are screwed up. Like, I don't know if this is from back when I used to put this in stuff, but I mean, this is probably a nickel bolster, but it's got some crazy patina on it. And but some of that is probably due to when I first started. Yeah, I bought a whole bunch of crazy chrome tan leathers because they look cool, and you get all those leathers that have that like pull up effect that every patina guy likes. Yeah, it looks good in bags, it looks good in boots, having that pull up leather, but more than likely it's a chrome tan leather. And yeah, it would be awesome to have a knife sheath made out of that, but it's going to corrode the crap out of your knife, and it's just not worth it.
Right.
You can't use it on contact with the knife.
So what tool do you think every new leather worker should invest in first?
Like a nice one? Like
I'm guessing like what tool do you think any new leather worker out there should invest in first? Like their first tool, like quality tool, I guess.
All you need, and you probably do this in $10. Right here. This is all you need. You need an X-Acto knife with some blades. Get you some blades. A stack of these blades, utility knife blades, to me, is worth more than the nicest handmade custom leather craft knife, whatever. A stack of these, as soon as they get dull, toss it, get a new one. Having a sharp blade is like the most important thing. So this right here, and something comfortable. This is the most comfortable utility knife I've ever had. It's not pretty, it's ugly as hell. It completely screws up the whole theme in my shop of just like all nice stuff. But this right here, like I use this thing all day. I'm bearing down with it. Comfortable utility knife. Probably number one. I would say a ruler, some sort of straight edge to measure with. Like I can't even draw to be able to cut a straight line, so you have to have something to cut with, right?
Gotcha.
I see people trying to freehand stuff all day. It looks terrible. It's just don't even. If you're gonna stitch stuff, really just like a wing divider, like one of these little compass. You draw your line of like where you want to have your stitching holes. You draw that out, and then you just need some punches, some stitching punches. And honestly, I've seen guys make the most beautiful wallets using a fork.
That was the first thing I used.
Yeah, a fork. I'm not even kidding. Go pull a sturdy fork out of your kitchen, and that does the same exact thing this does. The exact same thing.
So you don't use that on your thick sheets, do you? Because I can see that fork could go all the way through.
Nope, it does not.
Oh, okay. So do you use a drill press too?
Nope. I do for the holes when with those two screws on the side of some of my sheaths.
Yeah.
Because those are a big hole that has to go through there. I use a drill press for that, but I do not drill my holes. I use this right here. It keeps everything nice and tidy. A hammer right here. This is the other thing. When you go along with this, you gotta have a mallet. And I will say there's a trade-off with mallets. If you want to get really nerdy about this, I had a really lightweight, cheap mallet, and it was very light. You have to hammer really hard to get through the sheaths. I switched to this really big, heavy brass one, all nice and fancy, leather stacked handles, super fancy, whatever. this thing has given me so much tendonitis in my elbow. Although I can punch through a sheath in like one solid whack with this, but my elbow is probably screwed for life because this thing is so heavy. I would say protect your joints. Do not get a heavy mallet. As nice and solid as they feel, probably not worth
Not
it.
worth it. Not
Yeah,
worth
so
it.
don't buy the expensive, nice, fancy mallets. That sucks. So good stitching punches right here. All you need is like a multi-prong one and a 2-prong. That's all you need. And you can get these in a bunch of different styles. Like they come in like, I just use, these are like a French style. You can get ones that actually punch little holes. It gives you a more like rugged look. Stuff like that. That's pretty simple. You need some needles, sewing needles, and some thread. There's a lot of different kinds of thread. I use just a polyester nylon thread. It's really strong. It's not like a waxed cotton thread or whatever. I find that stuff can actually break, and it breaks a lot more easily. But you can go crazy and get like hemp thread and just, I don't know, you can get just all kinds of stuff. I find that this stuff is the strongest and it doesn't break.
Sweet.
What is that?
It's called Vinimo. Vinimo, Vinyo. It's probably made in China. I don't know. it's pretty good. Comes in 1,000 different colors. Like if you go on my website, I have like every color you can think of essentially in thread. But as far as that, I mean, that is all you need to get started. You can make anything really. And then, I mean, you can go, I mean, there's 1,000 other tools out there you could get, but it's so unnecessary when you're just getting started. I mean, there's edge tools out there that help you get nicer edges. If you want to burnish an edge, like to kind of get these like shiny edges, all you need is some sandpaper and different grits. Just sand it down. I mean, this all again will attribute to your tendonitis in your elbow you will develop, but you will just work your way down in grits of sandpaper to really fine, and you get it really smooth. And then you can put some wax on there, like some beeswax or something you got laying around. I used to even use chapstick. I used to get some Burt's Bees chapstick too. Rub it on there.
Did it work?
Oh yeah, it works. I mean, it's just wax. It's all the same thing. So you just take a stick of Burt's Bees, put a little bit on there, and then you just take like a canvas cloth and just rub it in, and you'll have like a nice shiny edge. And that right there, you can make a wallet with $10 to $15 worth of tools right there.
That's awesome.
That's all you need.
Mike's over there taking notes.
Yeah, it's not, I mean, but if you're doing leather work, you already got that stuff. Like you've already got that, right? Now you could take it to wherever you need. But the guy who's just like, oh, I just want to make myself a slip for my knife, like honestly, go grab a fork from your kitchen, grab the hammer out of your garage, and a hide of leather. That's all you need, and some needles and thread. That's it.
So besides the suspenders, what's your favorite custom order you made for somebody?
The suspenders. Favorite custom order?
I guess once somebody knows that you make leather, ain't it crazy the stuff people come up with want you to make?
Yeah, and unfortunately I have to deny a lot of it now. I don't want to charge like a crazy price. Like I don't want to charge if someone came to me with like some crazy request, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have to stop everything I'm doing to spend a whole entire day trying to figure out how to make your thing. That's so off the wall. I would love to. Honestly, that's a dream for me. I would love to do it, but I just can't justify stopping to do that a lot of times. So So I do have to deny a lot of stuff now, which kind of sucks. And a lot of it, I will say, are pocket organizers or belt organizers. Like you see those things all the time that carry a pin, a knife, a flashlight, whatever, right?
Yeah.
And there's a lot of guys doing those, and they look awesome. They have cool designs. But if you open yourself up to that world, you are inviting in a flood of custom requests of, oh, well, can you make one that fits this and fits that, but carries 2 pins and 3 of these? And
I can see that. Yeah.
it's a nightmare. And you either got to have a really good system for dealing with that, or you're going to spend every day fighting with these guys of like, dude, I just buy the standard thing and make it work for you. It's not like, you know, and it's like, damn, you want me to charge you a full day's labor trying to make this for you just to make this one-off thing? I feel like it's kind of ridiculous. Like, I don't want to charge like a crazy price for something like that. So yeah, that's kind of, I get that kind of stuff a lot.
How long does it typically take you to create a piece from start to finish?
Start to finish, maybe like now I'm pretty good at it. Like say a knife sheath might take me a couple hours, just one, not including like the time it takes to glue, like let the glue dry and stuff like that. Total like labor time is about 2 hours.
Oh wow!
Is there a leatherworking technique you want to learn you haven't yet? You just hadn't had time to learn it?
Oh my God, yeah. Oh yeah. There's so much stuff I want to make that requires like a totally different setup and like just process, I guess. I want to make bigger stuff. I want to make backpacks. I want to make duffel bags.
Really?
Oh yeah, because
Nice.
I get kind of bored making knife sheaths all the time.
Mhm.
Like I make a lot of knife, and as cool as they are, and it's fully custom. You pick the leather, you pick the thread, you pick the clip, you pick the knife it's going for, you know, everything. But I mean, after a while, they all kind of start to look the same to you when you're making a bunch
Hey,
of them.
I need a sling bag, man. You start selling some sling bags.
I'm a sling bag guy. I like sling bags. I would love to make a leather sling bag.
Same, dude. I am a
just
sling
buy
bag guy.
Yeah. So stuff like that would be really cool. But the thing with that is it takes a lot of time to design. I gotta put a halt on all my production for orders. Just sit down and design, prototype, screw it up about 15 times, fix it, make a new one, screw it up, fix it. And I got to go through like 15 iterations before I get to somewhere where I'm happy with, right? And then when I actually make it and I find a finished product that I'm happy with and I put it on the market, someone's going to respond and say, oh, but can you put a pocket here? And I'll be like, dude, I just spent 2 months putting this together, and now you want me to change to have this pocket for you on here. So it's just, I don't know. It's just a different.
Like you get it how it comes, damn it.
Yeah. But I would love to one day get into that kind of stuff. I don't know how. I don't have a plan of how I'm going to navigate into that space. But yeah, that's kind of like big dreams down the line. And I think it would be cool to make something like that anybody can connect with, right? That's why I like doing wallets, because when somebody asks me what I do for a living, I'm like, oh, I'm a leather craftsman. Like I make knife sheaths. The average person that isn't into knives is like, what the fuck are you doing? Like they just don't get it. Like, and I hate trying to like explain that to people. But I think being able to be like, yeah, I make beautiful duffel bags or something. Like, I think more people connect with that. And that would just make my life a little bit easier in certain situations. But I don't know. Most of the time, I just don't even care. If people ask me what I do for a living, I say, I'm a personal trainer. That's it. I don't even bring the other stuff up.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's kind of weird because a lot of times people just don't get it, and I don't like having to like explain
explain
myself
it.
to
Yeah.
people. It's such an oddball thing that I don't know. It was just, and I'll tell you this story one time. I had an experience that really sent me over the edge, which made me never want to talk about it to strangers. Was my girlfriend and I, we were at a friend's wedding, and we got sat next to we got like late invited to this wedding. They sat us at a table with a bunch of people we didn't know, and we're sitting at this table. You're kind of going around talking about like, what do you do for a living? What do you do? Whatever. And it gets to me, and I don't like talking about myself, so I'm like, oh, I'm a personal trainer. Kind of leave it at that. It's like pretty self-explanatory. And my girlfriend's like nudging me, like, and what else do you do? Trying to like nag it on, and I'm like, all right, yeah, I do some like leather craft stuff on the side or whatever. And the girl sitting next to me goes, oh, well, I'm a vegan. And
Wow.
it just killed the whole vibe of the rest of the day. And I was like, fuck, now I'm stuck here having to eat fucking dinner next to this girl who fucking despises me because I slaughter animals for profit, And I'm just like, fuck, I'm not dealing with this. So,
That sucks.
yeah, I was like, God damn, this is terrible. I was like, I already don't
That's
know
funny.
these people. This is already awkward enough. Like, oh man, it was weird.
That's funny.
That experience always stuck with me to where I'm always like, I don't know. It's kind of hard to explain to people, and when people say like, they're like, you make a living doing that, like, it just, I don't know. People don't get it. And I don't want to have to like explain to them the whole EDC community of like, look, there's a whole world of crazy guys out there that are really nerdy about like the gear they carry, and it makes you look even weirder. And you're trying to like explain that to a normal person. It just like never goes well. And yeah. So.
Wow. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Who are some of your favorite leather workers that you've gotten inspiration and influence from?
I'll tell you, if you can pull this guy up. His Instagram is called Low Tide Leather, and when I first got into it, and I was trying to make pocket slips, I was on YouTube trying to find videos of how to make things out of leather. And this guy had a YouTube channel, and he had some like tutorial videos of how to make products. And he was making like wallets and stuff like that. So I took a lot of inspiration from this guy. And there was something about his aesthetic as a brand that I think really like stuck with me. And I was just like, wow, like this guy's work is so clean. It's so simple, but so clean. And the way he did his photography, and he just had the brand down. I mean, that stuff, like he had a whole collection of stuff where the whole vibe of it flowed throughout his whole collection. And it looked so professional. And to me, I was like, oh my God, this guy is like the best. Like he's the master of this craft. And it's such simple stuff. Such simple stuff. But the way he was doing it, I was just like, wow, amazing. So this is the first guy that really inspired me to be like, damn, like, could this actually be a viable like business? And I was trying to figure out, I was like, damn, does this guy actually do this for a living? Like, I was so impressed with his work. Like shit, like I would buy this, like no problem. Like this is incredible. This is a brand you could like buy into. It's cohesive throughout all his products. You could just look at his work throughout and just be like, wow, this is like really nice. And I just kind of fell for this stuff. And he did some YouTube videos early on about how to some like leather working techniques, and I don't think they're actually there anymore. I don't know why he took them down, but this guy has like a really like chill personality in these videos he was doing. He's like this West Coast guy from like Portland, Oregon. He'd make these videos and he looked like he had smoked like 10 joints before filming the video. Like the guy was just on a super chilled out level. I was like, this is my kind of guy. Like, if this guy could do it, like, oh hell yeah, I could do this. So he really inspired me to kind of pursue this, and yeah, he's kind of like the North Star for me to kind of be like where you could be. I mean, this guy's got like just incredible stuff, and he does it like I do. It is by hand, nothing crazy, no lasers, no nothing, just hand tools in a little workshop in his shed.
That's so clean.
Yeah, it's like it's the branding and the aesthetics and the photography that just make it's good. It's good. I love it.
That is good stuff, dude.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
and like,
it's just like work.
How clean that is. Normally, you think that they're like pressing that stuff out. You know what I'm talking about? Just click, click, click.
Yeah, no, he does it all by hand, by himself. Like, he doesn't have a team of people. It's just him. You know?
That's like clean, dude.
Yeah. It was just at the time. So when I was in school, I studied marketing and branding. And I loved learning about it, but I was never like great at it myself. And when I see stuff like this, I'm just like, damn, this guy gets it. This guy gets it. And I just think this is like some of the craziest work ever.
Oh, I love that purple.
Yeah, he's got that violet Pueblo.
I love that purple.
Yeah, he uses Pueblo. This is what inspired me to use Pueblo at first. I was like, damn, that stuff is buttery smooth. Like, man, I love that stuff. I'll tell you what, working with Pueblo, I know someone asked me about my favorite leather to work with. If you have a chunk of Pueblo and you got a brand new blade on this guy right here, brand new blade, and you're cutting through that Pueblo, it is like cutting through warm butter.
Yep.
It is unbelievable. And there's just something like when you're making stuff and you're doing shit all day, you don't want to be like wrenching through some real tough raw hide shit. When you can just cut through some butter like that, it just makes like the craft and the actual experience of like doing this all day like so much more enjoyable than just like, I don't know, just fighting your way through some shit.
Right.
Yeah, I love Pueblo, man. Pueblo's my favorite leather just because of the way it looks. I love Pueblo.
Yeah, I got plenty of pocket slips in Pueblo, and I love it. Freaking awesome.
I mean, there are other really good leathers out there, and I've played around with a lot of them. I got a whole drawer of just like kind of weird, crazy stuff. But as far as like offering it as like a accessory or an option that I stock on the website as a custom option, it's just easy to keep in stock. So that's just kind of the normal stuff. But if you have special requests, I do take special requests sometimes. Of, you know, if I can get a hold of certain leathers, I'll use them. So,
oh, that's sick.
You use a bunch of different sites. Like me myself, I get my leather in probably about 4 different places. Are you using just like Rocky Mountain Leatherworks?
Yeah,
or?
I like Rocky Mountain. They're pretty good about keeping Pueblo in stock, and I can buy big quantities from them at like good discounts. Because I have to order like, I mean, shit, I have to order like 20 hides at a time or something. Like, it's crazy to get like a bulk order discount price to be able to make it worth it, you know. So they're usually pretty good about keeping stuff in stock. But yeah, sometimes when you go find the specialty stuff, you got to kind of go look around at some like sketchy sites to try and find some stuff.
Yeah, I was trying to find ghost leather, and bro, I couldn't find that stuff nowhere. You can get the colored stuff, but like you know, the natural or whatever, you're not going to find it.
Well, here's the thing. That's not a distributor thing. You know, those leathers are tanned in Italy, or that's like a European thing. So those tanneries, they do not do stuff like that often. And I will tell you, the leather companies over in Europe will go straight to the factory and buy a lot of that stuff up before USA distributors ever get a chance to get it. So it's out there, but it's in Europe, and it's getting hoarded. Yeah, it's hoarded by the leather craftsmen in Europe.
That has cost me a lot of money because you know how many people have asked me for that, and I don't got it.
Yeah.
Have you ever worked with Ghost Leather?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I've got some right here. I did a slip. I used to do these slips, and I used to offer this. I had to take it down because I can't find it anymore. As I did the black waxed, it would be the opposite of Ghost. It's a black wax on top, and this is like a whiskey underneath. So I did it as an inlay in the slips, and as it rubs away, the black wax rubs away. It shows off this the whiskey underneath.
That's cool.
Damn, that's the slip I told Damien I wanted to order from you. that was the slip I told Damien I wanted to order. I love that. I think that is so sick.
I can't. There's no more. There's no more. Those right now. I haven't been able to find any. And I'll show you another one too. All right, so this is that same leather, that black waxed whiskey.
Oh, that's smart.
So I would do watch straps, and you know you kind of get the James Bond style straps with the line cut through, and so I would take a groover, cut out the groove through the wax into the whiskey, so you'd see the whiskey underneath, and then obviously over time as your strap wears down, you'd get that real rustic, look underneath.
It looks
That's sick.
And on a watch strap, like your watch like rubs against stuff so much, it's like you're gonna get that patina like so well, and it would just look awesome on like a brass. And I did this in like brass hardware too, because there's a lot of like bronze divers and bronze watches out there. That patina, you got to strap that patinas like that. You got to watch that patinas like that. You got hardware on your strap that patinas like.
Yeah.
But it's hard to find. It's hard to find these leathers a lot, and when they sell out, like.
That's a good question. Bob said. He says, "Can you make your own ghost leather?"
Probably. If you know how to apply a wax to it, you probably could. But
it'd be hard to get it even on there, I would say.
Yeah, I will say those good leather. There's no new tanneries popping up. Those tanneries that make that leather have been around for hundreds of years, if they're still in business. So the ones that do that stuff, they have secret recipes for how they do their leathers, and they don't share it with people. Like the way they tan those hides is very like specific to those tanneries. It's like having your grandmother's secret recipe that you're not going to give out, and it can be tough. You have to go straight to the source to find that stuff.
Right. So every show we do this thing called quick fire, rapid fire questions, right? This ain't got nothing to do with leather, bro. Nothing. I think I told you about this, right? So me and Damien and Chris, we'll just kind of take turns. We came up with some questions for you. Some of them are goofy as hell. Some of them, I think you might like, but kind of like a this or that, or what would you do in this situation? And so you can take as long or quick as you want to answer these. But you ready?
Yeah, go for it.
It's my favorite part of the show, bro.
Yeah. So first question, Top Gun or Roadhouse?
I've never seen Roadhouse, so Top Gun.
Okay. You
Good answer.
To see Roadhouse, though.
Top Gun? Nice.
All right. So there is a right answer to this question. If you get it wrong, you might be the first one to get kicked off the show. I'm just saying.
I gotta go to bed early anyway, so.
He's like, I don't give a fuck. I'm just fine. Star Wars or Star Trek?
Oh, Star Wars.
Oh, my man. All right, cool. He's all right. He can hang.
You stayed on the show, baby.
Yeah, he's all right. He can hang.
Yeah, Star Trek is just fucking weird.
Yeah, thank you.
Why?
Thank you. Somebody gets it. Somebody
It's
gets
not even
it.
cool. It's like there's the cool, and I know Star Trek came before Star Wars, right?
Yeah.
Right. And it's like it doesn't even matter. It's like this weird fucking thing. Like Star Wars, dude, lightsaber fights. Like, oh my god, dude,
This
Phantom
guy can
Menace,
fucking hang.
dude,
Okay.
Phantom Menace, the fucking lightsaber fights. Holy shit! Like,
Yes,
like,
Darth Maul's
dude.
badass.
Yes. I saw it when I was a kid in theaters, and it was the best freaking lightsaber fight.
My dad took me to see that movie when it came out in theaters, and I was like blown away. I was like, dude, that is the coolest fucking thing I've ever seen. Darth Maul, double fucking bladed, and the flips, the choreography, of it. And they do their own fucking stunts. The guy that played Darth Maul is like a top fucking tier martial artist. That guy has
I
been, like,
just
doing
told
it his
them
whole
the
life.
other night, dude.
And I'm like, dude, put that fucking makeup on, them little fucking horns out of his head. That is the most badass character in Star Wars of all
It
time.
was. It was. Hey, you and Chris just became best friends.
Star Wars all the way. I don't need some fucking Star Trek shit, whatever that weird thing they do.
Whatever fucking weird bullshit it is with its hands. Yeah, live long and suck it. Yeah, whatever.
Give me a good fucking lightsaber duel, dude.
Yeah. Hell
Darth
yeah.
Maul fight was awesome, man. I love that.
Yes. Yes. This guy can hang. Fuck all the next questions. I don't care.
Fixed blade, modern folder, or slip joint?
That was one of my questions for you guys.
I forgot you had questions for us.
I got some rapid fire questions for you guys after this.
Oh, all
right. What you mean? Just like what's my favorite?
Yeah. If you had to pick fixed blade, modern folder, or slip joint.
Like for life, or just like what's my favorite?
Let's say for life.
For life.
What would you prefer?
I mean, I would have to say fixed blade, like a pocket-sized fixed blade, a pocketable carry fixed blade, like because you have the utility, right? Small enough to carry. I'm not talking like you don't need like a damn machete, but big enough to do stuff, but small enough to carry in your pocket, discreet. And you get the fun of variety, just like slip joints and folders, because fixed blades are not what they used to be. I think, when folders came onto the scene and they got really big, the fixed blade market really died off, and it was really just like a bushcraft knife, whatever. But now, since COVID, when you have the amount of people that were sitting around in their garage with nothing to do, and they said, I'm going to make a fucking knife, they were able, what's the easiest way to make a knife? Make a fixed blade. Make a simple, small fixed blade. And when that happened, that whole market of stuff exploded, right? And you have every guy can now easily put their own spin and twist and creative, their own creative spirit into their design. And there is an endless amount of fixed blades out there now. And I think that is just, it's so much fun to explore. Like, I got so burnt out with folders that you just kind of started seeing the same shit over and over again. And they could get wild. But even the wild stuff, it was like, oh, wow, another wild Timascus folder that's $1,000, right? She got so burnt out to start being able to see people making fixed blades, and you got to see people's journey doing it. Like, everyone's sitting at home during COVID, just scrolling through Instagram. You got to see guys start from day one making knives out of their garage, and you got to see them get better and better. And those are the people you're buying from, right? When you start seeing that journey and you start following that maker and you're like, okay, I'm sold. I'm going to buy a knife from this guy. And now it's just a whole community of these like incredible fixed blade makers out there. And I just think that's like the most fun. They're the most utilitarian thing. The smaller ones are carryable, and I think you just have endless joy of just like discovering new makers out there. Because making a folder is hard, right? There's a lot of geometry and kind of stuff that goes into that, and I think the manufacturers, the big manufacturers, can do that best. It's hard to make a good folder out of your garage.
Right.
So, yeah, I think the fixed blade scene is booming right now, and I think it will only continue to get even better. So yeah, fixed blade.
There's a plethora of EDC folders or EDC fixed blades now.
And there will be constantly new guys coming out and doing it too, because everyone just keeps getting inspired, right? And you just see, I mean, every day I find some new knife maker out there that is doing some wild, crazy thing. The other day I found a guy named what's his channel's name? Gunstone Creations or something. I think it's Gunstone. I don't know. See if you can. Yeah, see if you can find that guy's page. I think it's Gunstone. He does.
Mike, you're gonna have to do that. Jay's gone for a few minutes.
Jay dipped.
He's here.
Oh, he's still here.
He's on the job.
Yeah, so this guy he does these handles out of resin and puts things like inside the handles.
Like pine cones and stuff.
Yeah. So he does like honeycomb. Like he goes to beehive and gets honeycomb.
That's
and like
so smart.
puts it inside resin.
What?
I've never seen that before.
I mean, it's wild how good he is. And it's like, wait till he gets done with it. And you see when he puts that lacquer on that handle or whatever and it pops, you're like, holy shit.
Oh, that looks badass, dude.
Beautiful.
Right? Oh, see if you can scroll down to where he puts the tang of the blade inside of like a piece of wood. You can see like the tang inside the resin. He's done a bunch of them. Yeah, like that.
Oh, that's crazy.
What?
That. So wait till you see him shape this down. It is so cool.
That's insane.
Yeah, see if you can find like a finished one. Yeah, right there. The X-ray build. Yeah. Like in a piece of wood. I mean, this guy's doing this shit out of his garage.
He's practiced, dude. You don't learn that in 5 minutes.
No, but I mean, he probably started during COVID. I don't think it's
You're probably right.
It's not like he's like a lifelong bladesmith, you know?
That's so smart. I haven't seen a lot of people do this right here.
No, it's like when you make like those tables, the wood resin river tables, you know, that whole kind of thing. It's like he took that concept and put it into knife handles.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
And he's just getting like real creative with it, with all the burl and everything. I mean, it's nuts.
That's beautiful.
He finishes it and he puts that whatever they
see that.
It's so crazy.
That's freaking sweet.
Oh, this dude
it's
is
like
wild.
if Avatar carried a fixed blade knife, like what their fixed blade knife would look like. That's freaking insane.
Yeah. I mean, it's so nuts. Like, so how many followers does that guy have? I think he's got like 100,000 followers, 158,000 followers. And it's like,
oh, wow.
That guy is just like making knives out of his garage. And it's like, and he's making a living doing this. That guy quit his job to be able to pursue and do that. That is incredible, to just make stuff like that. And people support him, want to buy that stuff. And I think if more people can pursue this as a job.
Is he putting a bee inside a handle?
Yep, he's going to put it in the resin.
Yeah, he's going to put it in the resin. Yeah.
This shit is wild, dude.
Dude,
Yeah, it's.
I bet you they're not cheap. I bet
No,
you
I'm
they're
sure
not cheap.
they're not. I'm sure they're not. But I mean, that is nuts.
If he didn't
In my
make,
mind, I'm like, I need one. And
Yeah,
then the
I
other
wanted
part of my
to.
head, I'm like, I
I,
can't
I
afford it.
want one.
As soon
I
as I
want one.
discovered this guy, I was like, "Yo, I'm buying one of these knives," and then I realized there's probably like a 3-year wait list to get one.
right?
Like,
Yeah.
it's.
If he didn't make this video, though, you wouldn't know what all he went through to do that.
Oh, I know. That's why.
freaking
That's why I'm like so
insane.
amazed at like, damn, these guys put. Not only did they put the time in to make it, but they put the time in to record it and put that process out there. And that's cool. Like I love that. I don't have the time or the skill to record videos and do this kind of shit, but
I mean, maybe if you did, you'd could quit your job and you'd have the time.
Oh, that is wild, man.
yeah. So I mean, I do this full time. Like this is my primary thing. I still have other jobs just because I enjoy doing those other jobs and I don't want to quit doing it. I don't want to like sit in my room by myself and make leather all day. Although I mean that's kind of the dream, but it's kind of lonely.
It is.
In a way.
You play music. You play a lot of music.
Music,
You watch
podcasts,
YouTube videos.
Yeah, I watch YouTube videos all day. I watch knife reviews and all that shit. Now I'm into it.
So,
yeah.
Coffee or energy drink?
I used to be really into energy drinks when I was younger, but now I'm strictly coffee.
Black.
I drink 2 cups of black coffee in the morning via a French press. And around 2 p.m. every day, I head over to my local coffee shop and I get a dirty chai latte every day.
Every day.
Latte, all right.
Yep, and they know me, and I walk in, and before I even get to the register, they've got that thing waiting for me, sitting on the counter. So.
Nice.
Yeah, it's
Man, that's how I was at the bar, local bar. As soon as I walked in, you hold up the whiskey bottle.
Yeah. Yeah.
Full grain leather or top grain leather?
Full grain. Yeah.
Nice.
Whenever you can. Well, let me say this. Whenever you can. If you can use a full grain leather, you're going to get the most, the most rigidity, the most substance out of what you're paying for.
Right.
But there are times where having a split leather and having a thinner leather is necessary. And if done correctly and built properly, having a top grain leather where you're shaving off, the flesh side, and you're getting just that thinner top leather, it's still very sturdy. It just, I mean, you're not missing out on anything. I use a thinner top grain split down leather for certain things like inlays or I don't know, smaller detailed things like watch straps need to be thinner. You cannot fit a 5-ounce piece of leather through a spring bar in most watches. So you have to use a thinner leather and stuff like that. And yeah, so there are times where it is absolutely necessary. But I look at leather as like you're constructing something and there's nothing wrong with stacking leather together. A lot of times I will stack multiple pieces of leather together to make it a thicker area in something that needs to be thicker. Like for the knife sheaths, there are certain areas that need to be thinner. There are certain areas that need to be thicker. It's not just one type of leather or one thickness of leather throughout the whole sheath.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Damien?
Oh, sorry, I was talking to Jay, the moderator. In-N-Out or Whataburger?
Cookout.
Oh, nice. I like cookout.
Nice.
Nice. Yeah, we got a cookout here. Nice.
Yeah.
Good choice.
I'm in
order,
North
man?
Carolina.
What's your order?
I would go. All right, you ready for this? I get a big double tray, out west style, Cajun fries, honey mustard wrap, and a huge tea. Huge tea.
Damn.
Dude.
Nice. I always go for that the cheddar burger.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. I like the out west style. I like that barbecue sauce and those onions on there, bacon. Yeah, good shit.
Okay.
Now, I will say, when I was in high school, we had a cookout down the street from us, and or actually, it was kind of in the next town over. We didn't have one like right near our school, so we go over there for lunch, and it was like a 15-minute drive to like dash over to this cookout and get in line to get your order in before you had to be back in class. And it was a shit show every time we went. Like, it looked like a scene out of Fast and Furious.
Yeah.
Driving over there, we'd be hitting 120 on the back roads trying to get to Cookout on time. Like it's a miracle. Like me and my friends are still alive. Like I knew kids that got in car crashes and stuff trying to like get to lunch on time. They give you like 40 minutes to like to have your lunch break. And it's like if you went off campus for lunch and there's no restaurants around you, you had to drive so fast to get somewhere, get in line, get your order, and get your food, and be back to class on time without being tardy. And some of my best childhood memories were just stacking like 8 people in the car, 120 miles an hour down the back road, get to Cookout, get in line, get your order, just stuff like that. So I had my order ready because you didn't have time to fuck around. You couldn't stand there at the board and be like, I think I want so-and-so, whatever. You got to be ready to go. As soon as you get to that window, boom, 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 here's what I want. So
funny, man. I can't argue with you, man, on that Cookout. That's some good shit.
Cookout's good. Now, I'm going to be honest. I haven't eaten Cookout in like 5 years.
Ooh.
It is so bad for you.
Yeah, definitely is, man. It's greasy as shit.
Yeah, I had to stop eating fast food like a long time ago. That shit, it'll kill you.
So which one is more likely to be real? Bigfoot or Chupacabra?
Remind me what a Chupacabra is. Isn't it like a Mexican folklore thing or something?
Yeah, they ain't got no hair on it.
The goat sucker, man. It's the goat sucker.
Goat sucker?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You need to look into that.
Are there some good podcasts on it? I'll listen to that.
I bet there is, dude.
Probably.
The Chupacabra. I would say probably Bigfoot. I think the Bigfoot thing is pretty funny. If I had like a week to kill, I'd go out west and I'd fucking look for Bigfoot. It'd be fun. I'd do some shrooms out in the woods and look for Bigfoot.
You always watch these shows or see these shows like searching for Bigfoot, and you're watching it and you're like, is this the show where they actually find him? Hell no.
My mom is addicted to that shit, dude, and I make fun of her all the time.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was a
they're
show.
real, and I'm like, they're not. It's not.
Has anybody ever
real,
seen a
Mom.
baby Bigfoot? Where's the baby Bigfoot?
It's that clickbaity shit, and it just
Yes.
no. Obviously,
They're
no.
like, did you hear that? I'm like, yeah, it's your heavy ass breathing. That's what it is.
You're in the woods at night. Yeah.
Yeah.
But-
if it's ever like a documentary thing like that where they're gonna like show something, it's like I think it would have made breaking headline news before someone made a documentary on it. So
Yeah, I know, right?
Step Brothers or Talladega Nights?
I've only ever seen each movie maybe once, like a long time ago when it came out, and I don't know why, but that kind of humor is not my thing. I don't know. I know you guys are obsessed with it. I heard you guys asked this question in another show.
Yeah. It's every time. You got to pick one so we can keep score, though.
Oh, Jesus.
My
I don't know. Step Brothers.
man.
It had some.
All right, well, let me ask you real quick. What's one of your favorite comedy movies?
Comedy movies? Oh, shit. I think the funniest movie I've ever seen. Oh God, I can't believe I'm gonna fucking say this. But the funniest movie I think I've ever seen was either what's it called? It had Steve Carell, Ryan Gosling, and that redheaded girl. Oh God, what was it called?
Oh my gosh, I don't even know.
Is it the 40-year-old virgin?
No, it's not 40-year-old virgin.
It's Oh,
it's like a stupid rom-com comedy.
I know what
But
movie you're talking about. I can't think of the name.
It's where Ryan Gosling is trying to help Steve Carell. Like,
Yeah.
I know
he
exactly
feels
what
like
movie you're
bad,
talking
and he's
about.
trying to
Oh.
make him cool so he can like get married or something. And he ends up dating his daughter. And
But I
Ryan
know exactly what movie you're talking about, but I can't think of it.
Oh my God.
Oh, Crazy
Yeah,
Stupid Love.
crazy
Okay.
stupid love. That's it. That's it.
Yep.
Do you remember that movie? Do you remember the fucking kicker in that movie? It's like the whole movie is really stupid, but but the whole story builds up to that one moment, and when that moment hits in that movie, I couldn't fucking breathe. I was laughing so hard. It's so fucking funny. And I think there's like great movies that are like have good comedy throughout, like they have great jokes and everything. But for a movie to suck that bad, only to hook you along this plot line to just land a fucking slapper on you at the end is so good. And I'm like, that's like the best like comedy movie I've ever seen.
I just like telling Mike I want to fill a pillowcase full of bars of soap and beat the shit out of him with it.
Is that a Step Brothers reference?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what's funny though is on this show here we've done that. We've talked about like me and Chris would talk about Step Brothers quotes. We go back and forth.
Since the show started.
Damien never watched it, right? He never watched it, and he would just be like, "Yeah, we're laughing our butts off."
Yeah.
Finally,
I finally
probably
binge
would,
watched
yeah.
them one night.
we made him watch it.
Yeah, I was like, oh, okay, that's what they're talking about.
Yeah, I know people quote movie references from those movies all the time. So I probably know the references more than the actual movie itself. I could probably recognize when it is from that movie, but I wouldn't get it. I wouldn't know what the reference is.
Yeah.
Damien,
Yeah,
There's so many good comedy movies, man. I like The Wedding Crashers. That one's one of my favorites.
I love
Obviously,
Wedding Crashers.
obviously, like Dumb and Dumber is one of my favorites. So
Yeah.
many good
I
comedy
think
movies.
Horrible Bosses and Bridesmaids. Bridesmaids.
When I was a kid, I watched Ace Ventura so much I would walk around and talk on my ass, and my
see
mom would
that.
get mad at me. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't watch a lot of movies anymore though. It's like I just don't have the time to sit down and commit like 2 hours to a movie.
Yeah, I hear you, man. I hear you. Does pineapple belong on pizza?
Hawaiian pizza.
Yeah, there you go.
I mean, it's its own thing. It's not like I'm gonna have like a pepperoni pizza and put like fucking pineapple on it. You got to do it right.
Hell yeah. My favorite: ham, pineapple, bacon, and jalapeno.
Oh yeah. Oh my. Yeah. Wood in a wood-fired oven. Oh yeah. Shit. That.
Oh, I wish we had like local spots like that, like mom and pop pizza places. Oh, we got like the basic chain pizza places here.
So are you guys familiar with Winkler knives? I'm sure you are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're in Boone, North Carolina, and I'm in North Carolina. So I go up to Boone all the time. Love going up to the mountains up there, and go over to the Winkler shop and things like that. And they've got like some good knife shops. But there's a restaurant up there, a brewery called Lost Province. They've got a wood-fired oven pizza, and I go get a Hawaiian pizza. It is fantastic. And that's like my highlight. There.
Awesome. I wish I could get some wood-fired pizza, man. That'd be kick-ass.
Yeah, that's probably my favorite.
Have you had? Do you have any Winkler fixed blades?
No, I don't.
No.
Have
you gotten any in to make sheaths with?
Oh yeah, almost every model. Yeah, I have a pattern for almost every model. Yeah, I just don't own one. I'm getting a reverb back of when I talk from something.
It's Damien's sound thing.
I've already messed with it. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, it's something to do with the volume.
I got all my volume. I already lowered all the volumes.
You don't have your phone on too, do you?
No. You want me to back out and come back in?
Sure. Maybe that'll fix it.
Let me back out and come back in.
All right. Next question. Ghost pepper challenge or karaoke in front of strangers?
Oh fuck, ghost pepper challenge. I'm already like, oh hell. That's my worst nightmare, dude. I wouldn't get up in front of a bunch of strangers and sing. Like I'm so introverted as it is. Like I'm not gonna get up in front of a bunch of people and fucking sing on a stage and no fuck no. No. Easy. Ghost pepper.
Ghost pepper.
Terminator or RoboCop?
I've never seen RoboCop, so Terminator.
Sweet.
Is it my turn?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm gonna scroll down on the notes. Hold up. Give me a second. Rambo or Rocky?
Oh, neither.
Really?
I don't like either of us.
I gotta know.
All right.
I need details on this.
All right, so Rambo is just like really cheesy. And honestly, I hate answering some of these because I don't like Sylvester Stallone, so I've never like watched enough of his movies to like have a good opinion on it. But Rambo just looks really cheesy.
It honestly kind of is, but
yeah, it's like too cheesy. I just feel like there's too many good action movies to like watch a cheesy ass action movie like that.
Okay, I got two questions. Why don't you like Sylvester Stallone? And the second question, what's one of your favorite action movies?
I don't know. Sylvester Stallone is just like I just don't think he's a good actor. Like he's just not. He's just too corny. Like, and that's the thing I have about the Rambo movies, or not Rambo, the Rocky movies, or it's just like so fucking corny. And because I'm really into like martial arts and MMA and boxing and wrestling and all that. When I see a movie that is like martial arts or boxing focused or whatever, it never looks good. It never looks real because you cannot choreograph something to look real like that. And it just kind of like just irritates me when in like boxing movies, it just looks too fake. Like it's so scripted. It kind of bothers me when I watch so much like real live competition.
I always did wonder, like when you're watching Rocky as a kid, even I was like, he just hit you in the face 13 times in a row and you didn't think to put your hands up.
Yeah, it's just weird. But honestly, that almost is better to watch than like where they try and make it look real, because if you really try and make it look real, it's like not quite going to be real, and then that's like kind of bad too. So I've never seen a good like martial arts movie or boxing movie where it looked like really good.
Okay.
You know?
Do you have like a favorite martial arts actor?
Shit, the Darth Maul guy. He's like legit as they get.
Facts.
That played Darth Maul. No, I will say, God. Have you ever seen the movie Warrior with Tom Hardy and the Edgar Dean guy? So I don't think Tom Hardy at the time of filming that movie was into jiu-jitsu, but he is now.
Yeah, he is.
And I believe now that since he got into that, probably introduced him to jiu-jitsu and martial arts a little bit, which I think is very respectable. Like I've watched him compete at tournaments, and he like actually kind of knows what he's doing. Like he's actually kind of like a legitimate like blue belt in jiu-jitsu. So that's kind of cool to see. I like seeing actors that kind of take it seriously and don't only just play it in movies.
What do you think of Keanu Reeves and John Wick?
I like Keanu Reeves. I mean, I'm gonna be honest; those are the cheesiest fucking movies. But I'll give Keanu Reeves a pass because he's fucking Neo, and I loved The Matrix growing up. That was one of the coolest fucking movies ever. So I'll give him a pass because he's fucking Keanu Reeves. Like he's cool.
My wife is on here. She says, "Who's better, Jet Li or Jackie Chan?"
I remember watching some Jet Li movies back in the day. I thought those were pretty funny. So Jet Li.
Big question: Jordan or LeBron?
Don't care. I don't watch sports.
Okay.
Next question.
I don't watch sports except for martial arts. I watch only
UFC.
Yeah, watch UFC. I follow that pretty closely. I watch a few kickboxers. I follow their careers. I follow a lot of the regional and bigger jiu-jitsu circuits. Obviously wrestling. I coach wrestling. So I follow high school wrestling, college wrestling, international wrestling. I will pull up shitty cell phone quality live streams of like Russian nationals. Some of the best wrestling you'll ever see. I follow that stuff pretty closely. But
So what's your martial art that you study? Is that jiu-jitsu?
I wrestled growing up in high school, and then I did jiu-jitsu for a while.
Oh, nice. Okay.
I got roped in while I was doing jiu-jitsu. I got roped into being a sparring partner for a lot of MMA fighters in Charlotte, and that was not fun. That really sucked. And I'm kind of glad I didn't pursue that kind of stuff. It was really fun, but like when I was in college, I was doing jiu-jitsu at this club, and the coach of the jiu-jitsu club also coached a bunch of MMA fighters, and they would come in and do the jiu-jitsu practices. And then when they had fights coming up, they were looking for sparring partners. And because I was a wrestler, you know, if their opponent was a wrestler, they just needed good wrestlers to come in and be sparring partners. And I had no idea what I was doing in terms of like striking. So they would just be like, all right, here's a mouth guard and some gloves. Go out there and try and take the guy down. I would just get fucked up all day long. And it kind of sucked because it would be like, I would go to practice at night, just get fucking blasted in the face. And then I'm like, I got to go home and I got to study for my fucking Spanish test the next day. And I'm like going home with a headache. And I'm like, this is stupid. Like, I don't need to be doing that. So that was like an eye-opening experience, but I do love watching MMA.
Yeah. I was really big into watching UFC back when George St. Pierre was fighting. He was my top fighter. And once he retired, I kind of, got out of watching it, but I do like.
He was incredible. He was like the one guy that never specialized in anything in an era where specialized guys were dominating, right? And it was like he could beat the specialists at their own game. Like he could outbox the boxers. He was
I think he was one of the most well-rounded fighters.
Yeah, he was probably the one who was the most professional at training all disciplines, finding the best coaches and training partners for each discipline. And the way I liked watching him fight was he would, whatever specialty his opponent was at the time, because he had so many title defenses, and every guy he fought had a different style. And so you got to see him evolve in his training of like when he had a good striker, he would develop like an incredible jab to like out jab the best boxer. Or when he fought Koscheck, who was like a D1 All-American wrestler, he double-legged the shit out of Koscheck. I was like, who the fuck hits a blast double on Josh Koscheck like that? As I watched Josh Koscheck when he was in college, I was like, bro, ain't no one in Division I gonna blast double Josh Koscheck. And GSP, not being a wrestler, figured out how to do it. And so he set the blueprint of like how to evolve as a fighter. And I think now you see everyone so rounded. He was the best. He was the first one to do it, in my opinion.
Yeah, he was awesome. And then I forgot what TV station would put on like a behind the scenes, like before his fights, they would put on like a behind the scenes fight camp,
Yeah,
and they would document that. Man, that was fucking awesome.
yeah, yeah. He's cool. I read his book. He's got an autobiography out. You should read it. It's cool. Like him talking about growing up in, because he's from Canada, right? Growing up in Canada, getting bullied, trying to get into martial arts, and the dude moved to New York to train in New York City at that big jiu-jitsu gym. I don't know, Matt Serra's gym, wherever that is down there. And he moved there, dead broke, lived in like a crack house, like shared a room with some guy in like a crack house and was like training. That's all he could afford, and that guy goes on to be like a world champ. Like, it's just like,
yeah. George St. Pierre, man, he's my all-time favorite fighter.
Yeah.
He was awesome, dude.
And he was very professional. He was probably the first guy who didn't carry himself.
Yeah, he
like
wouldn't
cage fighter. He was very
he
professional.
wouldn't trash talk. He wouldn't. He was very professional, very humble.
Yeah,
I love that dude.
Yeah, never like flaunted money he made. Never really trash talked. Always came to press conferences like dressed to the nines in a suit where everyone else just looked like a fucking street fighter, coming in. And it was like he set the stage for like, this is what a professional in the sport should be. Yeah, he's one of the goats for sure.
Yeah, I agree. Cocoa Pebbles or Fruity Pebbles?
I don't know.
I know it was completely off topic, but we're going off.
I didn't even know that was a real debate. Cocoa Pebbles, I guess. I probably never ate Fruity Pebbles. I ate Lucky Charms. That was mine.
Lucky Charms, nice.
Chevy, Ford, or Dodge?
I've been flirting with the idea of getting a truck. I've been a European or Japanese sports car guy my whole life. But I have flirted with the idea of, do I see myself as a truck guy? And I will say the Rams are pretty cool. They're nice.
I had one. I traded it though to get my my Charger.
Yeah. You had a Ram?
I had the Ram 1500 big one.
Yeah. I like the Rebel model. I guess it's a 1500. The Rebel. It's kind of like their off-road looking one.
Yeah.
Clean looking. Not that I'd ever take it off road. I just think it looks cool.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah. I'd probably go Dodge on that one.
Okay. Chris?
Always smell like you just smoked grass or you just pumped gas.
Like gasoline?
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, I already walk around like I just smoked a bunch of grass, so it's like, I'm already living that.
Funny, dude.
Batman or Superman?
Batman or Superman? Batman.
Yeah. Nice.
Fight a raccoon in a Waffle House or a duck in the Dollar General?
Raccoon. I don't know. Raccoon in a Waffle House sounds more fun. I feel like you could get a whole gang of people to just like fuck up that raccoon with you. Just everyone just be jumping in like, shit, let's fuck this raccoon up, So yeah, I'd definitely like him. Yeah, Waffle House.
Venom or Deadpool?
All right.
Venom or Deadpool? I thought the Deadpool movies were better, so Deadpool.
Nice.
They were kind of funny.
Van Damme or Seagal? Give it to me. Give it to me.
I would say
You don't like it. You don't like it.
Seagal.
You're going with who?
Seagal.
Seagal? All right.
Get bit in the nose by a pit bull or get bit in the crotch by an angry squirrel.
Oh, probably the crotch by a squirrel. I feel like
I said
feel
the
like-
same thing when he read it to me. When he read it to me, I was like, I'm taking the squirrel.
yeah, dude. A pit bull on your nose, dude. Your nose is gone. That
Half your
would
face
suck.
is gone.
Like a squirrel is not going to do much damage. I mean, fuck, if you got rabies, I mean, that might kind of suck. But like, no, dude. No.
All right, fight one angry kangaroo or 100 kindergartners.
Dude.
I'm a proponent of like fair competition, good one-on-one martial arts competition against an equally skilled, experienced opponent. I think when you're fucking up a bunch of kindergartners, it's a little unfair.
Let me
want
ask
a
you this
fair
question then, because I already know your answer. But let me ask you this question: in about 2 minutes, how many kindergartners could you take?
Kindergartners, dude. Like in 2 minutes, I bet I could head kick. Give me like, all right, I could probably land a solid head kick once every 3 seconds. And I got a bad hip, so I can't get my leg up very high. But if they're kindergartners, I don't have to get my leg up very high anymore. So if I could keep the pace at one head kick per 3 seconds, I don't know how many does that leave me. All right, granted, I'm gonna get tired, so it'll average out to like 6. So I might get through like, I don't know, what is that, 50 kindergartners in 2 minutes.
Carson
Great.
said these rapid fire questions really be hitting the depths of the soul.
I'm taking it seriously, right? Like,
Funny, dude.
Oh, man.
That's
Oh
funny.
man.
I will say the wrestling team I coach a high school wrestling team. Right now, at my age, I can only take about one at a time. They're fucking me up now. So kindergartners, I will say if a kindergartner had some wrestling experience, it would not go so well.
He was like, I'll be out of breath.
Yeah.
That's good shit.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Do you have any upcoming? Do you do collabs at all?
Yeah.
You do?
I'm not very like I don't reach out to people to do collabs. But I get contacted all the time by some makers to do stuff. If you pull up my Instagram, I will say this. If you go to some of the recent stuff, I've done a lot of work for a guy goes by Jurassic Knife Works.
Dude, I've seen your work with him. It is sick.
Crazy. I've done some like really cool stuff, like with the claw marks and everything, like the
Yes, that was so awesome.
Yeah,
I gotta see
I mean, he
this.
came out of nowhere. Someone sent me one of his knives one time, and then I was like, "Damn, I've never seen that stuff before." And the work that guy, yeah, like that right there, that's a recent one. You know, claw mark.
Yeah, sweet.
I love the green and purple, man.
Yeah, it's sick. I get that combo a lot requested, like that Joker theme kind of thing. It's cool.
The green matches my car, dude. I love it.
Yeah. Yeah, but I've done some other stuff too. Actually, pull up that red one right there. That black and red one. Yeah. That one was cool.
Oh,
the
that's
claw
cool.
the claw marks wrap around the whole sheath like it is.
I remember seeing that when you posted it. That's sweet.
Those are tough to do. Doing those inlays like that are a fucking pain in the ass. And I had to this is where having those different thicknesses of leather come in, because I mean, you could have just easily taken 2 pieces of 5-ounce leather and wrapped it and cut it out, but then your construction doesn't match up and you start running into a lot of problems and things don't lay correctly. And so those took some finagling to try and figure out which layers you do and which thicknesses and in what order. And It's kind of complicated, but they come out pretty good once I kind of nailed it down.
Yeah, it looks cool, dude. I like that.
That's sick, man.
Yeah.
What kind of pocket clips do you offer? You offer what, the Ulti clip?
Yeah, Ulti clip.
What is
And this is the biggest debate, aside from when people got to figure out which color combination they want. I feel like that's probably all wrong. The clips are a big deal because if you go, and I try and offer as many as I can to where I can buy them and stock them consistently to have them available. So there are other clips out there, but these are the ones that I found that are the most reliable. The Ulti clip, everybody knows an Ulti clip, right? And I use the small, slim ones. They're a clamp style. Everyone's used to them. They are kind of bulky. They're kind of sharp, and they do wear out because the metal clip, the way it clamps, they kind of grind against each other, and eventually you'll wear it out. I mean, you'd have to carry it for like 5 years, but I've seen it happen. Like you got to just be fucking popping that thing open and close all the time. But if that happens, I can swap the clip out for a new one. It's not a big deal. The discrete carry clips are probably my favorite. I use those real small little pocket ones. Those lock into your pocket too. So when you draw the sheath stays in your pocket just like the Ulti clip. But they can be a little rough on the pocket because it's got that little hook underneath. I wish they would make a model, and I'm going to talk to them about this, but I wish they would make that hook, not hook, but be like hook it a little more or something. So it doesn't like hook the inside. It's not like a real sharp hook, but it's a little softer, but then you kind of lose some of the retention. And so there's always a trade-off between retention and then ripping up your favorite pair of jeans, right? Anybody that carries a fucking pocket knife knows that you're gonna rip your jeans pocket up a little bit after a while. But although I will say now, there are companies that make fucking pants for EDC guys that have reinforced areas of their pocket for putting pocket knife clips into.
Oh, like the 511 jeans.
Yeah.
Oh, dude,
Yeah.
they got 14 fucking pockets for different.
Yeah, but they're like reinforced, so you can't like wear through them quickly. Like, damn, what a genius move for addicts like us. Yeah, it's awesome.
Mine always get messed up. I always gotta buy new pants.
Yeah, I know how to. But yeah, and then I use clips that are made by a guy named Neil Green. He runs Double X Knives. You heard of him?
No.
All right, so you want to go talk to a guy who understands the history of custom knife making. You got to go talk to Neil Green at Double X Knives. He is just like, I don't know how he knows this stuff, but he's been making knives for a long time. I think he was in the military. He just retired. I think he's making knives like full time now. But I met him originally, and you can see those clips he sells. And there's some other makers using the clips too now. But I think I was one of the first people to start buying them in bulk from him. And all he did was manufacture like a really simple clip. And I think he has them manufactured somewhere overseas, I believe. But they're really good. And over the years, he's kind of refined it to where it's a pretty good little clip. And he makes some really good knives, kind of makes his own sheaths. He makes like a pretty, basic like leather sheath. He does pocket sheaths, obviously. But yeah, so I use those clips. He's got a few models. I like those. They don't grab the pocket like Ulti clips or discrete carry clips, but they are smoother on the pocket. It's like a spring clip. It's like a Chris Reeve clip where it's just like tension. But if your knife is really tight in the sheath and you pull it, the sheath is going to come out with the knife.
Right.
But it's not going to tear your pocket up. Right.
Right.
And you can push the knife out of the sheath with your thumb. That's not a problem. But if you needed to like yank the knife out of the sheath real quick, the sheath's probably going to come out with it. But the thing about that is, I used to be all like tactical and be like, yeah, I need my sheath to stay in the pocket so I can draw the knife real quick. But what I've actually found is just like back to slip joints and pocket slips, it's kind of part of the fun to pull the whole thing out, feel the leather, you know. You just kind of get the whole experience every time, but pulling the whole thing out, carefully putting the knife back in the sheath. And you just kind of, every time you pull your knife out to use it, you just see the whole package. And it's just like, you just kind of appreciate all the craftsmanship in the whole package, not just the knife, you know? So it kind of makes it like, anytime you pull your slip joint out.
Yep, same thing. Kind of slow it down a little bit, you know.
Slow it down, and that's the thing. When you pull out like your your sheath, your knife out, it's like, yeah, you just want to like admire the leather and everything, and just like pull the knife out, put it back in, two hands. You know, you don't need all this one-handed shit. You know, you just go one hand or two hands. Take your time, enjoy the process, enjoy the stuff you spent the money on. Like, I know everything is just a tool, but to us addicts, it's not just a tool. It's every time you pull your stuff out, you get a chance to experience like the artwork that you paid for and that you're into, that you follow. And like, I feel like that's more important than being able to cut open a box really quickly. It's like sometimes I pull out. Yeah. Sometimes I'll go to open something and I'll pull my knife out. And I'll be like, I'll just sit there and admire that knife for like 2 fucking minutes and put it back in my pocket and be like, shit, I forgot to cut the fucking box open. And it's like I got really into watches like a few years ago. And you start buying like a cool watch and you go to check the time and you look at your watch and you're just like, oh, damn, that thing's fucking cool. You're just like checking it out for a while. You're like, oh, wait. What fucking time is it? I forgot to check what time it was. And you got to look back down at your watch. Like, oh shit! Like if you're not enjoying your gear like that, like, man, you're buying the wrong shit.
Yep, you're right. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Jay, can you throw his website in the comments so people can be able to click on it and go to it? Thank you, buddy. Guys, this is Oak City Leather's website. It's in the comments. So if you want to go and check out his products, hit that link.
Yeah, you guys go and check them out on oakcityleathersupply.com and also on IG, Instagram, Oak City Leather Supply.
Yeah.
You guys go on and slide into his DMs.
Yeah. Get your boy up.
Let's see how many people DM'd me here in the last few hours.
Right.
I will say, you know what's funny is I have the website, you know, so that people can go and just like custom order stuff, and it's pretty easy. But people want to talk to you, and they want to ask questions, and the thing that kills me is being a business owner. It's like you're got to grind to make it happen, right? It is not like sit back and watch it roll in. No, you got to grind. You got to be on it to actually like make enough money to survive every day. So you gotta respond to everyone when they talk to you. You can't just like leave it. You gotta respond to messages, DMs. You got to make it happen.
Yep.
And unfortunately, in this hobby, everyone at night loves to do their online shopping at night.
True.
And it's like, damn, I want to shut it down.
Why are you looking at me, Mike?
I'm trying to go to bed. So,
I'm the worst, bro. Yeah, I'm the worst. I'll sit there in bed.
Yeah.
And we'll be on a live, and they'll pull something up, and I'll buy shit while we're on a live. Mid-live, I'll be buying knives and shit. Yeah. I'm the worst.
It's like when I look at I pull up my website and I see the time the order come in, it's at like 2 a.m., 3 a.m. And I'm like, what the fuck are you guys doing? You guys don't fucking sleep? Like, order it in 9 to 5. Like, you got like what? And so I get so many DMs like late at night, and it's like, shit, I gotta go to bed. Like, but you gotta like step, and you gotta chit chat about knives and talk and show leather examples and leather combos and all that. And yeah, it's a lot of work. It's fun, but why you guys always got to message me at like fucking 11 o'clock at night?
What questions do you got for us? Like, I've been super curious the whole time.
Oh yeah.
All right, here you go.
Oh, he wrote them down.
Oh,
I'm
I
nervous
got them all
now.
written down.
I'm nervous.
Yep. All right.
I got shit
Okay.
now.
So this is for each of you. Each of you got to answer this. So I'll kick the same question back at you said before. If you could only have one knife for life, would you have it be a slip, a modern folder, or a fixed blade?
Mm.
Are you asking all of us?
Yeah, all of you.
Slip joint.
I'll start off. Okay, where you go?
That was easy for me.
Slip joint. I'm actually gonna go with the fixed blade.
Now, are you saying
I
that because
carry-
you just came out with a fixed blade?
I carry this one all the time, and it's just very utilitarian, man. I can just pop it out when I need to use it, put it back. I don't have to worry about like I do a lot of grilling, so with food prep, I don't have to worry about cleaning out the pivot and stuff like that. Stuff getting into the pivot.
Yeah.
So I would say if I had one knife for the rest of my life, it would be a fixed blade.
Yeah, that's a good point. Like, I love slip joints, but damn, cleaning those things out, you get something in there you're not supposed to. Oh, fucking nightmare! It's over. So I'm real careful about how I use my slip joints.
Slip joint. I would go slip joint. There's something timeless about the slip joint. It just brings me back to how I got into knives in the first place. From my grandfather, I inherited his collection, and that's how I started. That's how it'll end. And at the end of the day, that's all I really need. And even when I got out of when I stopped doing YouTube for those 2 years, I did buy the Sabenza and I carried it, but my primary was a slip joint. And I carried the shit out of a slip joint. And that's all I really needed. And even most days when I'm at work, I carry a slip joint because my job isn't very knife friendly. So I carry a slip joint in my pocket because there's no pocket clip showing.
Yeah.
And that's what I carry. So, slip joint just makes the most sense for me.
Yeah,
that's a big point.
Yeah, which don't get me wrong. I mean, everything that I do day to day, I can do with the slip joint. I'm just saying, like, utilitarian wise, like doing food prep, stuff like that. I much prefer a fixed blade. I can just run it under, clean it out in the sink and be done with it. Don't have to take it apart. Don't have to clean it out. Stuff like that.
Yeah. What about you, Mike?
In my mind's eye, when you say knife, I don't think of like a kitchen knife. I don't think of like something with an access lock or a folder. I think of a slip joint. In my mind's eye, that's what I see. Just because when I was 5 years old, I got a slip joint, and I've been carrying one ever since. So if I was just going to have one, I like all the other knives. I like fixed blades. I like folders. I got all kinds of them. I got Benchmades, carrying a McNeese today. I freaking love this stuff. But if you're going to ask me, out of those three, it's going to be a slip joint every time.
Show that one off. I love that one right there.
It's a 38 Farmer.
Oh, show them that pin blade on that one. That pin blade is sweet, man.
Oh wow, it's like a spade blade type of thing.
I just love the walk and talk. That's fidgety too. I mean, it ain't got to be one-handed to be fidgety because I'll do this all day too.
Oh yeah, no, I think two-hand fidget with something just as well. All right, next question. Oh, what do you got?
I got Johnny on the spot. That's what I carry with me to work. 35 GEC.
Nice.
Yeah, man. I love this thing, man.
So what's the
it's
other
between
blade?
this and my GEC 44 that I would carry.
Oh, that's the titty ute.
Yep. Yep. And then it's got the tool,
Yeah.
and then you got the real gnarly freaking bottle opener on it.
Oh shit. Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
full can opener right there.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it looks almost like a package opener.
Oh, dude, you could.
Yeah.
You definitely could. And this is actually, they call it textile. This is actually like Delrin.
Okay.
It's jigged. Yeah.
Yeah, I love
Delrin's
that knife.
usually that yellowy material, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I hate that color.
I do too. I'm not a big
It's
fan of it.
gross. It's just like gross looking. I'm like, oh.
This is more my style with the black, and that's just more my speed.
Yeah. I'm trying to find my the Jack Wolf Midnight thick, or the the God, the one I have
Yeah.
yeah.
I have the midnight and black micarta.
That's what I want.
Black.
That's what I want. That one sold out. That was like one of the first ones that sold out on every site, and then I end up getting the I think mine's like the gold flake carbon, whatever.
Yeah, I have the midnight and black micarta. I have that one.
Yeah, if I could find that in a black micarta, I'd do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you ever want to sell that one, you know where to
I
go.
got that one. I got that one, and I got the sharpshooter, the very first sharpshooter in black micarta as well.
Oh, nice. That's like the first knife you did, right?
Yep.
Is that the first? Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your if you could, all right, dream scenario, what would be your favorite slip joint pattern and who would make it? Like if you could dream up and have someone make like your dream slip joint, what pattern would it be, or what style, and then who would make it?
It's kind of already
Lanny's
happening
clip.
for me.
Lanny's clip from Enrique Pena.
Oh yeah.
That'd be.
Yeah, Pena ones are good.
And in my Carta, because I already have one from him in titanium and jig titanium.
Yeah.
So I would love like a micarta build from him and a Lanny's clip. Oh, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
What's up, Ricky?
Is that Ricky?
What's up,
we got
Ricky?
Ricky in the house. What's up, Ricky?
There you go, Ricky. I wonder if he still carries that knife. You still carry the SD1? I don't even know how the comments work on here. Is there a comment section?
Yeah, there's a comment section.
Oh, I gotta like get out of it. Oh shit, dude! So today I listened to the one of you guys with Ricky.
Uh-huh.
That was wild. Y'all should have
That was a
pressed
wild
him
show,
more on hearing stories about working at the that guy's zoo thing.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Right when I first
was
talked to
awesome.
Ricky, I was like, because that was right after the whole Tiger King thing, and I remember he was posting some stuff about working at the zoo. I'm like, that's that guy from that fucking documentary. Like, you work with that guy? And I was like, you guys should have pressed him more about hearing some crazy stories about that shit. I bet
That show
was
was
like
so wild, dude.
Yes,
that was
like
during
so
that quarantine. Like I turned it on one night. It was like 11 o'clock at night. I turned on that show, and I was like, I'm gonna see what this whole tiger thing is about. And I was watching it. I was like, what the hell am I watching? But at the same time, I couldn't look away.
It was just the most like just craziest redneck shit I'd ever seen. It was so funny, and just like the whole thing, it was unbelievable. It was such good comedy for the time, like right as COVID was happening. Oh my god, it was great. It was so good.
That show was awesome.
Yeah, but I would have pressed Ricky harder. Like, dude, you can tell me some stories about the fucking place. I know that wasn't the same. It's not the Tiger King guy, but the other guy that ran the other zoo. I'm like, it's kind of the same thing. I would assume. Like, that guy didn't seem as sketchy as the Tiger King guy.
Ricky's talking
Yeah, but dude, I will say, Ricky, I've followed Ricky since when he first got on YouTube. Like, he first did those very first videos. I think he was doing like some Instagram stuff before he started making YouTube videos. And how far he's come, like doing little reviews on stuff, to like working for those companies, working, he talked about working with like Kai Green, huge bodybuilder, super famous, right? You're doing content with him, Tiger King dude, Best Name EDC, going and working over there, Best Name EDC, like dudes with a camera and just like has gotten to where he's at, doing all the content creation and shit off of EDC gear. Like what? Like
I just watched his video with Zach, man. With Zach in the Wild. I just watched that the other day. That was awesome, man. That was wild. I was watching Ricky dip in the hot springs. That was sick.
Oh, I gotta watch those. I gotta watch those videos with Zach in the Wild.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
that was crazy.
Yeah, like the whole like content thing around the whole EDC world is nuts. Like that's really what like grew it. Like social media, and then the longer form stuff that guys are doing on YouTube. Like the thing that got me into this whole thing, like really got me hooked and realized like, oh shit, there's actually people out there that are like into this stuff, was the OG Best Damn EDC show, where he would do like every week he would go in. Y'all remember that like early days, like before all the crazy shit they do now. It's just like he was posted up. Posting people's carries. People would put up their carry, the theme. And this is another question of mine. Like back when that trend of like having a themed EDC where you'd like lay out all your gear and it had some sort of theme, and people were like trying to buy gear to like set up themes and shit. Those were to me like those were the golden days of like collecting fucking shit.
Right.
Now I feel like it's like, okay, the market's there. Now everyone's just like trying to like peddle some shit to make some money now because they know we're all hooked and we're all addicts at this point. But I feel like back then, like 2018, 2019 kind of time, it was like people were like trying to put together this stuff, these themed EDC carries, and like Instagram was really going, and it was just like those were to me were just like the golden days of like collecting and knives and EDC gear. And Taylor Martin putting that show on, showcasing all these people's carries and featuring the gear. I think I would try to like submit stuff on there, and my shit never got picked as my photos. There were like really good photographers who were doing all that like product photography stuff that just they could make a turd look fucking beautiful with the right lighting, you know?
Right.
It was like they were just making these great photos and laying stuff out, make it look good, getting featured, and then tagging the makers. It helped the makers grow. Like from there, the industry just, it's nuts. It's so cool. What those guys were doing back then, like it made it so that we could all make a living in this industry, and it was just like,
and it's funny how you go through like different trends in the EDC EDC community.
Yeah, I've seen all the trends.
Ricky said, I think a lot of that was because back then the knife companies weren't savvy with marketing. Now they understand the market. They're willing to send out knives for us creators. Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah. I think you see it in every industry now. Any sort of like consumer luxury product, you have to know, it's like you have to connect with customers in a different way. Like knives and all this EDC stuff is like completely unnecessary, right? It's a luxury good. It's an unnecessary luxury good at the end of the day. So you have to market it in a certain way. And doing your standard shit that they were peddling before just like wasn't cutting it. And it's like, if you want to sell to the community that are actually into it, you gotta get the people that are I hate to call them influencers, but the people that actually enjoy making content for this kind of stuff. You got to get them involved, and in a way that's not like I paid him to do this kind of thing. Like you can see through that shit real quick when you pay an influencer to like pitch a product. You're just
you can tell,
like
you can definitely tell.
Yeah, and I get it. Like you got to make a living. Like if you're gonna commit to it, you gotta do what you gotta do to pay the bills, right? But the people that have succeeded, like Ricky and all those other guys, is they're so authentic about it to where I think now they could probably turn down shit that they don't like, and they're like, I'm not gonna waste my time making content on this if it's not something I believe in, and they have a lot of experience doing it. So I mean, it's like that's really the future of how this marketing is going to work, and then once the community picks up, it's like it just goes from there. Like I've never been able to to do any paid advertising, right? Like when I first started, I was like, well, okay, well, can I put out like a paid ad for a knife sheath and like do all that Google ad shit? Well, it blocks it because it thinks you're selling weapons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can't. So I'm just like, well, fuck. Like, how do I get my stuff out there? Well, it's because the people in the community are willing to actually share it. So it's like,
actually, the people in the community are not on cable television anymore. They're on YouTube watching knife videos and leather videos. So how easy is it to send this knife to like Neve's Knives? And he's got so many viewers. He shows it, and now everybody knows what you're doing.
yeah,
It's a whole lot easier that way. And
it's
all
very
you've done,
direct.
you
go straight to the community.
You gave them a knife or a slit. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. You just go straight to the source. You go to the community, and if it's good, it catches on. You're gonna sell some stuff, and that's at the end of the day, the growth of the community and the industry as a whole is good for everybody. Think of how many people that, like, for me, like I looked at all this stuff.
Ricky, I want to let you know right now, Damien has not stopped talking about you for the past 2 weeks.
You're not supposed to tell him out.
He has not stopped talking about you for the past 2 weeks. He has missed you dearly.
Hey, you're not
Dude,
Hey,
supposed to
he
tell
has
him
missed
that,
him
man.
so
That's
much.
between us, goddammit.
Dude, he's called me every day going, I miss Ricky. Where's
Life ain't the
Ricky?
same.
Has Ricky talked
Hey.
about me? Has he mentioned my name? And I'm like, have you talked to Ricky? And I was like, I did talk to Ricky a little bit, but he didn't mention your name, dude.
You guys
You're
should add
supposed to be-
Ricky as like a co.
I wanted you to be subtle about it, fucker.
No, I'm not being subtle. I ripped the Band-Aid off. Look. There you go. He said he misses you.
Oh, you
Hey,
made
I
his day,
appreciate
dude.
that, Ricky,
You made his
man. I
day.
miss you too, goddammit. Fucking Chris.
Yeah. All right. Next question.
What you got?
What blade shape do you identify yourself with?
Oh, hey.
Identify. I
Warren
don't
Cliff.
like that word identify.
If you were a
I
blade
don't
shape,
like that word identify nowadays. You know
well,
what I mean?
it's 2025. And you can identify as whatever the fuck you want to identify with. But for today, it's a knife shape. So today you got to identify as a blade.
Damien identifies himself as Ricky.
He's my Ricky's my alter ego.
He's a spirit animal.
I say Warncliffe because you can look at my logo, and I've got a GC Viper on my logo. I just like the Warncliffe.
Yeah, it's sick. It's probably the most utilitarian blade for me.
Oh,
He
yeah.
said my dad bought his shape like a Nesmic. That's fucking awesome. Warncliffe. My answer is Warncliffe,
yeah.
bro.
Warncliffe, yeah.
Yeah, we're all Warrencliffe, man.
Warncliffe, yeah.
Love
That's
Warrencliffe,
good.
Yes.
All right, I'm down with that. Yeah, I'd probably say I'm a Warncliffe guy. If I could, I used to be a Tonto guy, but I've changed. Y'all know BP Custom Knives, Brandon Park?
Yeah.
Ooh. I like that.
Yeah, I don't know if he makes these anymore.
That is sick.
I haven't seen these, but I love the little skeletonized handle he was used to be doing. I mean, yeah, I'm sure you could probably get these with handles, but for the size of this knife, I love it. Just real thin like this, goes in the pocket perfect. Beautiful little like Warncliffe blade. And it's so thin. The edges on these things behind the edge is just paper thin. Like, it's crazy. Like, just
I like how that one has a finger guard on it.
Yeah. You need those. When they're that sharp, you need a finger guard on there.
Because I've had like the Pena skeletonized little fixed blades that he has, and it doesn't have a finger guard on it. And I sliced the hell out of my finger one day on one of those.
Yeah, it'll fucking ruin your day if you screw that up. Yeah. All right, so Warncliffe, yeah. All right. Did y'all answer the whole what's your grail slip joint?
Oh, we did.
Yeah.
Me and Mike did.
Yeah, go for that grill.
Go ahead, Mike.
Grill slip joint. If I could have any slip joint,
If you could have someone make you your all time Grail slip joint, what pattern, or could it be a new pattern, and who's in it?
I got it. He can't make it anymore, but a Tony Bowes Lanny's clip from Tony Bowes.
Oh, good choice. Good
Damn.
choice.
Old school as shit right there. I love that. Okay.
So I'm actually having one made for me right now. Well, not right now, but
A Tony
soon.
Bowes?
No, soon. I'm having a grill made for me that I want. My boy from David from CLM Customs is making me my custom slip joint, my grill custom slip joint. It's a gun stock pattern. That's my favorite pattern, is a gun stock pattern. And I'm going to have it made with probably giraffe bone covers that I'm going to have put on it, with a secondary blade, which is going to be a scalpel blade. Actually, he does scalpel blades as secondary blades, which are really cool. This is his
Show
work
off.
right here. Yeah,
Show off
This-
the scalpel
this is
blade.
the guy.
right?
Oh,
yeah, this is the guy.
fucking sick.
Yeah,
Show the scalpel blade. It's going to be further down.
Do you like multi blades or single blades more?
I like single blades, but this scalpel blade that he does as a secondary, I have to have it. And
I've never seen it before.
I've never seen anything like it before. And when I saw, yeah, there it is.
That's badass. I've never
Yeah.
seen a scalpel blade on a slip joint before. That is so cool. Wait, so is it interchangeable? Like you can swap it?
It looks that way.
It looks that way. I got to talk to David about that. I want to say you can.
That is sick, man.
Yeah, it looks like you could pop it out like a utility blade, but like a scalpel.
Yeah.
That would be cool, because those tiny little blades are pain to sharpen. Like that would be cool for a little pin blade like that, to have a swappable scalpel blade.
Yep. But he is making me a custom slip joint, and I'm going to do a gun stock pattern, probably in giraffe bone covers.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's gonna be sick, dude, when I'm done. And then I'm gonna get a badass slip to put it in. It's gonna be awesome.
Dylan, make sure you follow this guy on Instagram.
Yeah.
He's starting out. He does some sweet
Hey.
stuff.
Can you send me his profile while you're on there? Can you just like send his profile to my DM?
I'll send it to you right now.
Okay.
Yeah, he makes awesome stuff, dude.
Yeah, because I really do want to get into the custom slip joint thing. I mean, fuck, I can't be. I just, God, I can't be buying more knives.
He's like arguing with
It's
himself.
like sometimes I'm just like, I just need a new rabbit hole to go down. Is it going to be custom slip joints this week? Like, oh boy.
Hey, brother, once you get into the custom slip joint rabbit hole, it's a long dark hole, man, you're going into.
I just sent him to you, dude.
I'll go when I get into something, I go hard. And I'll get obsessed with something for like weeks, right? And then I get freaked. I freak myself out. I'm like, I can't do it. I gotta get out. And I'll move on to something else. I just feel like I'm gonna spend too much money. I'm gonna do something stupid.
You go spend money on something else.
Yeah. I got like a few years ago, I got like really into watches, and I am so deep into watches now. And then
how deep into the watches did you go? What are we talking about here?
Like, I mean, I'm not rich. I ain't buying no fucking Rolexes or Richard Milles or anything. But you know, you start looking at some watches, and for whatever reason, you start like, it's like, how do you justify $1,000 knife? But we've all spent $1,000 on a knife. But then you start looking at watches, and it's like, oh, well, this watch is cool. It's like $500. You're like, $500 for a watch is kind of crazy. But then you're like, well, that's actually budget entry level. And then you're like, oh, to get like a decent watch, it's like $4,000. And then after that, it's like, well, everyone's got a fucking entry level watch. You need to get like the $10,000 watch. It just spirals, and it's just like,
I like a lot of Hamiltons. I love Hamiltons. Obviously, I want a Rolex or like an Omega.
Yeah,
but I like Hamiltons.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. Here's the scary part about watches for me is because you compare it. What did you say?
Hey, I'm down to the last sip, Ricky.
Oh my god. Yeah. So like, I've gone through the whole knife trend of just like the craziness. Like, okay, I'm spending $700 on a Chris Reeve Sabenza, that kind of thing. I equate like the Sabenza to like the Rolex in the watch world. It's kind of like the gold standard. Like everyone has one, and it's kind of the gold standard. It's kind of pricey, but somehow yet everyone justifies it. Like that's kind of what that is. But then after a while, it's like, oh, you want to be different, right? It's like you don't want it. It's like everyone's got a Sabenza, right? You don't want to have a Sabenza, so we start looking at custom slip joints. Well, the custom slip joint in the watch world quickly goes fucking wild, right?
Oh, I bet you start from a couple hundred to a couple thousand, right?
Thousands and thousands, and now it's like fuck. Like I'm looking at these handmade watches from Germany and stuff. I'm looking at A. Long and Sewn, and it's like these things are fucking incredible. They're beautiful, and they're 50 grand. And somehow these fucking YouTubers, these watch influencers are kind of tricking you into being like, yeah, you could really afford one of these. It's like, what the fuck? And after a while, you got to be like, I'm getting
I kind of need
like, what are we
it.
doing? What are we doing?
Need it.
And they want to pitch it to you like it's an investment, and that fucking bullshit and that scam. And you're just like, oh, I got to get out of this. It's not good. So it's like, yeah, I got to find another hobby. It's fucking terrible. Yeah, I'm gonna bankrupt myself. It's a slippery slope. When you get into all this crazy stuff, fuck it, boys. Let's all get rolling. Hey, Ricky has a Rolex. Ricky, I believe, got himself an Explorer. Am I right?
Oh, that's what I want is an Explorer.
Yeah, those are great. Those are like, I mean, that's all you need right there.
I want a date just. That's what I want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good stuff. But then just like, man, you get into watches, that's a whole world of just fucking craziness. And it's
I love watches, man. Hell, the most expensive watch I have is like I have a Citizen Titanium. I was like, okay, this is my go out watch. This is my luxury watch. I'm gonna stop right here.
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna go down the rabbit hole on watches.
Yeah, it gets who's what's his name? The YouTuber. Oh God, he's got the real weird voice. Wears the Batman mask.
Oh, Nick
Shabazz. YouTuber that wears a Batman
Nick Shabazz. Yeah, Nick Shabazz.
Nick Shabazz.
Nick Shabazz will do watch reviews, and he's into watches, right? Mm-hmm. He's got like some Omega, Speedmaster, and stuff. He's got some stuff, and he starts every video off if he's doing a watch review. He goes, "Disclaimer warning: do not get into watches." Right? like this shit is so dumb. Okay, let's continue. All right, look at this watch. And it goes into all the specs and stuff, and it's just like, dude, yeah, you gotta. Funny. Yeah, in the words of Nick Shabazz, do not get into watches.
Yeah, because I have an addictive personality, and
we all do.
Like I'm going so far deep into. I went so far deep into guns, right? Mm-hmm. And then now with the knives. So when I got to the watches, I'm like, I'm gonna stop right here with this Citizen Titanium. It does everything I need. I'm not going any deeper.
Yeah. You know how many times I send this fucker shit that I bought like right after a live, and I'm like, why did I do that? Why'd you let me do that? Like, oh my god.
Well, I'm usually trying to talk you out of it. Mike's usually like, yeah, you need.
Mike's the one that's sitting there like, do it. I'll make you a slip for it. Do it. Like,
yeah, you gotta have.
That's the clincher. He's like, "I'll make you a slip," and I'm like, "It's already in the cart, bro. It's already gone. I already did it. I bought it."
And I'm like, "Damn! Now I gotta make a slip."
Yeah.
Well, I'll bring it back to here. My Grail slip joint was gifted to me. Earlier this year. Let me pull this guy out.
I'm curious.
All right. So this goes back to what got me into knives. Is Damien drunk enough to buy a Rolex? If you could buy Rolexes, well, I guess you can. You could go to a secondary site and buy a Rolex on the internet. But, it's like you go to a Rolex store and they won't sell you.
I've been on there scrolling.
Yeah. Yeah. So this year, my dad collected knives. Like I said, case knives, GECs. Then he got into Northwoods, and he somehow scored when this knife dropped. I don't know how he did it, but when this knife dropped, my jaw hit the floor. I was like, "Do you realize what you just actually scored?" And he never let me touch it. It stayed in his display case in his office since whenever it came out. I don't remember how old I was. I was probably a little kid. To now, never let me touch it. Never let me take it out of the case. And he's like, if I was staring at the case for too long, he'd be like, "Hey, get out of my room." And then for whatever reason, for my birthday this year, he gifted me this knife, and I was fucking blown away. And this is, I honestly, I don't even remember what pattern this was.
Fremont Jack.
Right here.
Ooh.
That's the one right there, Stag.
Oh, that is
Fremont
beautiful.
This is not Stag.
It's Mammoth.
This
Right?
This is Mammoth Ivory.
Yeah.
Northwoods.
That's
And this
that's
is
the
one of
best
the
you can get.
Jack. Yep, it's the best one you get. And when this came out, I think they sold out, I want to say, in 3 seconds. And I don't know how many are out there. They might have only been 10. I really have no idea. I would love to know how many of these are out there.
I don't know, but I bet you can get $2,000 for that right now.
Yeah, probably. I remember I looked it up maybe like 5 or 6 years ago, and I saw one going for about $1,000. And now I don't know what they're worth now. I'm kind of on the outside of the slip joint world again, but I do want to get back into it. But so I don't know how much these are going for now, but not that I would ever sell it. I mean, this is my holy grail knife, because my entire childhood I sat there and stared at this knife, because this is the knife that influenced me in every other knife I ever bought, essentially, when it came to slip joints and Warncliffes, because this has this blade.
Yeah.
It's in
Oh,
1095.
that's beautiful.
That's the Fremont, right? Is that the Fremont?
I think it's thicker than the Fremont. I don't remember which model it is. I can't go back.
Somebody just asked if that's Hawthorne.
Not the
No.
Hawthorne. It's a Jack model, but I don't know if it was called the Fremont or if it was something else. It might be the Fremont.
The one you're
one's
holding is a
thick.
Fremont.
It's kind of got thick. The handle is thick though. I feel like the Fremont was a little bit slimmer.
Nope. The look, I'll show you. Hold on. You might be thinking of the Bear Lake, because the Bear Lake.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Okay. That's the slim one. So this is the Fremont.
Yeah.
But this is thicker. Yep. Same thing, right?
Dude, that is a beauty, man.
This thing, and I'm like, damn, like Mammoth Ivory handles on there. I mean, you look at like,
it's insane.
Oh my god, it's so good.
In the Northwoods on the blade, in that blade shape, nobody does that. That's freaking.
Oh
sweet.
yeah, this right here, the Northwoods under the finger pull, and kind of like the
oh yeah,
how they sort of age this flat up here. Oh,
Yep.
it's just like
I love their logo on that, man. The engraving, the Northwoods engraving, love it.
Yeah, you like the butt plug. Right there?
I love it. That's David's favorite.
Yeah, that's the one thing that kills it for me is sometimes you just can't get that out of your brain. You're like, yeah. But this,
yeah, dude,
right
that's one of my grails, dude. Not the fucking butt plug either.
I was gonna say.
I'm saying the Fremont is one of my grails.
I'm sure they make a nice nickel butt plug you could probably get on some
what
website.
the fuck? No. Now he's talking shit. Chris, he started.
But yeah, this knife, the fit and finish on it, I mean, this is like Jack Wolf quality, but back then. You know, I mean, what they were doing, the level of quality they were doing at this time is like unbelievable. The just flush butter. I mean, nothing. And then half stop. I mean, half stop's like pretty good, but walk on talk. Oh, so good.
Ricky said,
Hey,
Dylan,
you
what
gotta
looks
read
good?
that, Dylan.
You know what'll look good with that Northwoods?
What?
Oh,
A Rolex. Oh, yeah.
Rolex.
Yeah. I trust me. I'm like, yeah. No, I gotta sell. I gotta sell some more shoes before I can justify another fucking watch like a Rolex. I actually tend to steer away from Rolex just because I kind of viewed it as like it's kind of the standard thing that everybody has, and when you're like super deep into a hobby, you kind of want to get something a little more unique.
Yep.
I think in eyes a lot of way. But then I hear a lot of times collectors, it's kind of like the Sabenza. Like I went so crazy for a while, and then you kind of just come back to the Sabenza, and it's just kind of like you just fall back into kind of what you're comfortable with. So, and
yeah, I did the same thing, dude. I went through a CRK phase, and then I sold off all my CRKs, and I was chasing like other modern folders with the guillotine drop and all this and that, and then I found myself coming back to CRKs.
yeah.
I'll tell you one knife I was looking at today, that freaking video that Ricky made about the slip joint where it comes out and then you have a lock on it and it clicks and it makes it lock into place like an actual locking blade. That bitch looks sick. It was a slip joint, and when you lock it into place, there's a lock on it. I was watching that video on it, and it locks into place like an actual lock on it. And they have a Kickstarter going on. That knife looked fucking sick, dude.
Oh, I haven't seen that. Can you pull that up, Jay?
I think I sent it in the Coochie Crew, but that you have to scroll way back. Or no, I sent y'all in the Catalina Knife Mixer group. I think I sent that to y'all because I said I want to have them on the show. I sent that to y'all and said I wanted to have it on the show. Hold on. The slip bang, yeah, right there. Yep.
Slip bang. Okay.
Yep,
Slip
that's what it's
bang.
called.
Yeah, I think back to Ricky's other comment. I think I did send him a watch strap a while back. He had I want to say Ricky also has a Tudor Black Bay GMT, the original Pepsi that came out. That's a cool watch too. Ricky's into watches. Ricky probably went down the rabbit hole a while back into watches for sure. You don't go big on two watches like that if you're not into it.
Yeah, that's it.
Turn all of that on or off with a Torx driver. This is the Slip Bang, a new design from Tony Tietzel. And to understand why this knife is such a big deal, we actually have to zoom out a little. Now, slip joints have been around forever, and they're pretty simple, right? They open, they close, and they don't lock. And that's kind of the whole charm of it. But the world has changed a lot since the first slip joint showed up. Knife laws got weird, especially in the UK and parts of Europe. The difference between totally fine and absolutely not came down to two things. Can you open it with one hand? And does it lock? But Tony Tietzel decided to rethink the whole conversation, and the Slip Bang is the result. A knife that adapts to the world you're in and not the other way around. But to understand why he even tried this, you kind of need to understand who Tony was before any of this existed. On paper, a knife
too.
So it's like a slip joint that you can make a locking knife, but it's well, if you were in a place where you couldn't carry a locking knife, wouldn't you just buy a slip joint?
Well, I think it's like you can make it a locking knife. Like you can unscrew it, like you can screw it together and make it a locking knife. So in the places where you can only carry a slip joint, you just carry a slip joint, right? But if you want to carry a locking folder, then you can't. You have that option of switching it to making it a locking folder with how he was showing you screw it in, and then you can make it a locking folder.
Yeah.
I thought that was really interesting on how you can do that. That was pretty cool.
Pretty innovative.
Yeah.
Just sit around and think of how to do that. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah. I thought that was pretty badass.
Interesting.
Yeah, I liked it. I thought that was badass.
Do y'all remember the whole Axis lock trend? Like when the Axis lock became like the patent expired, and then every fucking company made it.
Everybody came out.
Dude, it got so freaking, just flooded with every company doing Axis lock shit. I guess so.
Hell, there for a while, every knife that came out was a back flipper.
Yeah.
That was
people started adding flippers to the axis locks and button locks, and it's just like every year, what's the new trend that people are going to integrate into?
Yeah. Yep.
That's what kind of got me burnt out for a while, was doing that shit. It was like, I loved when like Blade Show or Shot Show came around, because it was like, oh sweet, all the YouTubers are going to put out so much cool content of like new knives coming out. But then it was just like, damn, every company is doing the same thing.
Yeah.
It kind of got really repetitive.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
But now, I mean, now it's like custom slip joint makers. It's like, all right, I'm back in. Let's go.
I got to tell you, though, what better time to like a pocket knife? You can literally get anything you want right now. If you could dream it up in your mind, you could probably get it.
And even like the budget knives now, man, you can get an awesome budget knife, $60-$80. You have an awesome knife now. Back when I first got into this EDC game, all the Chinese made knives sucked. You know what I mean? They're like gas station knives. But now you got like Civivi putting out bangers, and like slip joints, Jack Wolf coming out with $70 awesome slip joints.
I want to get one of their gateway knives. I was talking to Bunny the other day. He messaged me about something. I don't remember what it was, but I was like, dude, when are we gonna get another batch of gateways? And I was like, I was making requests. I was like, I want to see a gateway Barlow with a Warncliffe plate. I was like, dude, just do it for me, please.
Oh well, Donnie had already said next year, 2026, is going to be the year of the gateways. And we actually have Donnie Simmons coming on next Friday, guys. So we're going to have Donnie Simmons from Jack Wolf Knives coming on next Friday. But yeah, we had him earlier on the show, and he said that 2026 is going to be the year of the gateway.
I'm pumped for that.
Yeah.
So am I, man. It's going to be awesome.
Especially after the last one they did was a pattern that they hadn't done yet. So it makes me kind of curious what's next.
Wouldn't it be wild if next year,
Hell yeah, Ricky.
If 2026, the trends flew back around and every major production company started making flip joints, you'd be like, oh my God. I got to sit through like 400 videos of like SHOT Show and Blade coverage of like Benchmade's new slip joint and be like, oh my God, come on.
Also, speaking of Blade shows, do you attend Blade shows?
I would love to, but I never have. Okay. I'm always like, when is Blade show? It's like in the spring, right? Like usually the big ones.
Atlanta's in June. Atlanta's in June.
Shit,
I'm not sure when Texas and West is.
What's in March? Is that SHOT Show? The ones in like March or February?
Not sure.
SHOT Show's in January, I think. Or Ricky said Texas is in March.
Maybe that's what it was. See, I'm being a wrestling coach. It's like it pretty much takes up my entire life during the winter season. So from like October to March, I'm pretty much like every fucking day at practice or tournaments. So I really can't go anywhere. And then by the time wrestling season is over, when some of those shows are, I'm so burnt out. I'm like, I am not trying to travel somewhere and do all that.
Right.
Yeah, I hear you.
And then orders stack up, lead times get up. By the time wrestling season's over, I'm like, I gotta get to work. And it's hard to make time to do something like that. And if I would want to go, I wouldn't want to go and exhibit anything. I think I would just want to go and look around and go just be a nerd and, do all that. I think going as a maker would kind of stress me out.
We're trying to go in June. We're trying to go to Atlanta. We want to go, and we're definitely trying to go for Atlanta in 2026. That's where we're wanting to be. We want to go and hang out with everybody.
If we did, we probably wouldn't get to look at 10 knives. We'd be jacking around and playing around.
That's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to hang out with everybody. We're going to hang out with each other. We got to go and see everybody. We want to go and see Ricky and the guys and
Hey, I'm just going for Ricky and Pena.
Yeah.
For Ricky and Pena's tacos.
Yeah.
I want to go. Yeah, it looks awesome. But I don't know. I've always viewed it from the YouTube perspective. I've only looked at it from the outside in, right? And to get all the access and talk to the makers and all the guys you want to talk to, it almost seems like you have to be on the media side to get the good access to go and talk to them. Is it like that for just general admission?
I don't know, because none of us have ever been. So
Yeah.
it's going to be our first.
It'll be our first time, man. We don't know what to expect.
Like I feel like Ricky can get in there because he is essentially part of the media crew, right? He's got the media badge where he can go in there, and don't they have days where it's just media? And you can kind of feel like you kind of have the special access to get in there. And
well, I think Thursday is like media day. I think, where they're all like setting up and stuff.
See, that's why we have to go. That's why we have to go.
About, Ricky. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That's
why
we have to go.
Yeah, meeting people there would be crazy. Like I've talked to so many people over the years through Instagram about knives. Like I've met so many people through Instagram, but like I can't put a name to a face. You know, I don't even know the real names because everyone's got some weird Instagram handle that has nothing to do with their real name. Like I don't even know what their real names are. So it's like I'm gonna go meet someone and I'm gonna meet Nomad Edc. You know, it's like, well, what's your real name? You know, and it's like being on a big.
That's what I like about. That's what I like about doing this show, that we're getting to put a face to the name. You know, we're getting to put a face to the company name, and we've met so many awesome makers and companies through doing this podcast. So this is really awesome.
Yeah, this is good because I am not good at the social media thing. Like I can take a picture of some stuff, edit a little bit. Put it up. Yeah. I wonder how many guys come back with the bill of all the shit they spent and end up getting a divorce afterwards.
We have to put a leash on Damien. We gotta that's the reason why Damien's got me going.
He's gonna have taco in this hand, a beer in this hand.
Oh yeah. Hey, you might have to put one of those toddler leashes on me, like a backpack with the leash on it.
Yeah, I have to watch Damien because he's like, "Why did you let me fucking do that? Why did you let me do that?" Right? He yells at me now, like, "Why did you let me do that for? I got in trouble. Why did you let me do that?" Yeah.
Hey, it'll be all right at Blade Show. Ricky's got my back, damn it.
Well, Ricky's gonna be the one feeding you this shit. Like, here, have another. Here, have another.
What time does Blade Show start? Like, does it start early? Like, I see those videos of like when the gates open, people are running.
Yeah.
So I'm like, is that at like 7 a.m. or like, can I chill and have breakfast and ease into my day?
I don't know. That'd be a question for Ricky. Ricky, what time?
Yeah, Ricky, what time does
what time do the gates open, man? Oh, damn.
Stab his leg like Ricky Bobby.
Don't you stab yourself in the leg. Don't you stab yourself in the leg.
Oh, God. Yeah, that's just the headline they need is like sleep outside for 2 days before.
Oh damn.
Not me, bro.
Yeah, I'm not a morning person. Like, I'm not about to sleep in a tent and get up and go there.
He said the show opens at 9 a.m.
I could sleep until 8 and roll my way over there.
Can I start drinking like around 8:30?
Yeah. Time's the bar open. Whichever booth has free espresso, I'll probably run there first, and then the second booth I go to is whoever's serving liquor. I'll probably stop by their booth next. I'll probably buy something if they're serving too. So.
Yeah, we're gonna have to hang out there, man.
You're speaking Damien's language.
Hey, I'm going just to hang out. I'm not looking to buy anything. I might walk out of there with like a Civivi or something, but I'm just going for the experience to hang out with people.
Yeah, that's what they all say. Yeah,
Damien's gonna walk out with a baby banter and a hangover.
Yeah. Are you a real big whiskey guy?
I do drink whiskey. I have tried quite a few whiskeys, like low tier whiskeys. I've never tried, your high top shelf stuff. Wild Turkey is probably my favorite out of all the whiskeys that I've tried. I don't like Jim Beam or Jack Daniels, Jameson. I don't like any of those.
If you ever want to treat yourself, if you're feeling good one day, feeling a little frisky, there is a distillery up in Durham. It's like 45 minutes from me, called is it called Broken Oak? Fuck, what's it called? The whiskey is called Broken Oak. That's the brand, Broken Oak. Mm-hmm. And there's some, like, I don't know, there's probably 40 different awards it's won. It is the best whiskey, the smoothest whiskey, the most flavorful whiskey I have ever had. And I got my dad a bottle for it one year for Father's Day. And he is a whiskey connoisseur. I mean, he's tried everything. I think he's an alcoholic, but he calls himself a whiskey connoisseur.
That's what Damien calls himself.
Yeah, if you're a connoisseur,
I'm not an alcoholic. I just like to have a good time.
So if you find this stuff, you can probably get it online. I think you could probably order a bottle and have it shipped to you. But it's called Broken Oak.
Broken Oak. Okay.
Broken Oak.
And yeah, when it comes to whiskey, I genuinely like bourbon.
Yeah, it's no, it's not a bourbon, right? Bourbon would be Kentucky, but it is so good. And last year they were charging $150 for a bottle.
Oh, damn!
This year they upped the price to $200 a bottle.
$200.
$200 fucking dollars for this bottle. Yep, right there, Broken Oak. And they do. It's like, oh my God, but it's the best whiskey I've ever had. I've had tons of stuff because my dad is a connoisseur. I've tried all the shit he's ever had, and
I'll send you my address so you can send me some.
Oh yeah. But yeah, it's so good. If you're ever feeling crazy and you want to drop $200 on a bottle of whiskey, it'll change your life.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah. And it's crazy because you think like North Carolina is not known for its whiskey, but they've got a real gem over there. And it's really good.
You said it was Broken Oak?
Broken Oak is what it's called. I don't think that's what the distillery is called, though. I think that's just maybe what that batch is called or something. Mm-hmm. I think I'm blanking on the distillery. But.
And is that your who would you say your father-in-law or your father?
My dad, my father.
Oh, your father? Okay. Is that his favorite brand?
Well, he tells me it is because I gave it to him for Father's Day. He could be fucking lying to me for all I know. he could be like, "Wow, this stuff is shit. Why'd you spend $200 on it?" But I tried it. I think it's fucking fantastic.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's. I don't think it's fucking worth it. I don't think $200 for a bottle of whiskey is worth it. But for a one-time thing, it is definitely worth the try sometime. And they did a thing, and I've been to their distillery and did their whole tour and listened to their whole sales pitch spew thing. It was ridiculous, but they did this crazy thing when they first started. They took a batch of their whiskey and bottled it in this special case and actually had it put on a SpaceX satellite that went up to space. So you know how Jefferson has their special one that they say they put on ships and the casks and the waves make it fucking taste better. You understand that? Well, their thing was like, well, our whiskey has been to space, and you can buy a bottle of their whiskey that has actually been to space and came back down to their satellites. If you look,
how much is that?
It's like I want to say like $150,000. It is. wild for a bottle of whiskey.
150 grand. I better go to space and drink it.
Right? Yeah. You can. I actually saw. There's like some thing on. There's like a website where you can buy whiskey online, which is kind of weird. I didn't think you could do that, but you can, and have it shipped to you. And I think I want to say it was like 150 grand to buy a bottle.
Damn.
That's
crazy.
Yeah. So I don't know if you got deep pockets and you want to have some buddies over, say too. That's went to space.
You'd be like, this whiskey right here went to space.
Yeah. That's cool. But yeah, my dad definitely had an influence on me for like, the finer things, he was real into that kind of shit. He wrote with Blanc fountain pens and, collected shit like this, and so it rubbed off on me and I'm like, shit, now I got an expensive taste I can't afford now. It's fucking
I hear you. That Fremont is beautiful, dude.
It is.
Yeah, it's cool. I don't even touch it. I pulled it out. It's actually just been sitting in the case for a while because I won't carry it. I won't do anything. I'm just like, it's gonna sit right there and I'm just gonna look at it. I'm not gonna carry it. But
yeah, that's a grail for me, dude. On Northwoods Fremont, that's a grail for me.
I had one. It wasn't like that though. It was just green micarta.
Yeah, I would actually love if I could get one just like this, but in a micarta that I'd actually carry every day. That would be awesome. I would love to have like an actual user version of it.
Yeah.
That's such a cool pattern. I love that blade and everything, but I don't know. They don't make them anymore, right? So
no, I don't.
Coffee bourbon does sound good, huh, Ricky?
Yep. I think Ricky lives in North Carolina, right? Are they over in Charlotte?
Yeah, Ricky lives in North Carolina.
All right. As he works with Taylor, and Taylor's in like Charlotte area. They're not too far away from me.
Oh, he said sure do. I'm over in Concord.
Next to all them NASCAR guys.
Yeah. Yep. That was kind of my main questions. I had some stupid questions I could ask too, if you got time.
All right, have at it, man. What you got?
Are y'all big music guys?
I am big time.
All right, so when Spotify does their end of the year recap thing, y'all ever click on that?
I don't have Spotify.
I don't either. I don't have it.
All right,
I do YouTube music.
Yeah, ruin my question. It'll give you like a recap, and it'll like judge you. It'll judge your age based on the music you listen to.
Oh Lord.
No, it couldn't judge my age, dude. I listen from everything from the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s. Dude, I listen to Spanish music, reggaeton, to fucking reggae. I listen to everything.
And he sings it to us in his voice messages every morning.
Hey, man, that's
that's
coochie
a secret.
talk,
That's
man.
just for the coochie crew.
Yeah, mine. So I'm 31, right? I'm pretty young. My Spotify said I was 80 years old.
Good Lord, man. What are you listening to?
Yeah, so what do you listen to?
Bob Dylan and classical music and jazz and all kinds of shit like that. My number one artist was Bob Dylan. So I was going to ask you guys what your top artist was on Spotify, but maybe y'all know by the off chance.
I use Amazon, but I think it'll show me the same thing.
Man, mine varies day to day, dude. I can be listening to Fleetwood Mac one day. I can be listening to 80s freestyle the next day. Like I said, I run the whole spectrum of music.
Yeah.
Elvis Presley. Zach Top. They're my top two.
Wow, Elvis Presley is your top music?
Yeah.
Ricky said mine was Taylor Swift.
Funny.
That's not good. I can't be friends with someone who listens to Taylor Swift. That's not good.
Hey, I won't lie,
I like
man.
you right now. I like
I won't
I
lie.
like
There's
more
a
than I did
couple
5
days
minutes
where
ago.
I'll be jamming out to some Taylor Swift.
It's not good, man. It's not good.
Be like, never, never, ever getting back together.
David.
He started singing.
Oh,
Absolutely.
Yeah, I feel like we're in the Coochie Crew right now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna save like a montage of all your singing.
No, don't do that, man. That's personal talk, man.
It's like when he tried singing "Holler Back, Y'all."
Did I sing that one day?
You guys should do a live stream karaoke.
He's been trying to get us to do that.
I've been telling them we should do a karaoke segment.
I'm not singing with your ass. I'm not doing that.
Hey, but I've heard Mike sing before. I've heard Mike sing. I've yet to hear Chris sing.
And you're not gonna.
I was joke singing. I was not really singing. I was just joking.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I'm not going to sign up to come on that week. That's for sure.
The internet is forever.
Fucking Ricky. Who's pulling that up? Jay's gone.
No, remember? Oh, shit. Oh, God. Oh.
All right. I think we're about 3 hours and 40 minutes into this. We need to go ahead and shut her on down. Dylan,
I was supposed to stay on for 2 hours.
I know, right? Everybody always says the time. We ask them every single time. So how long do you think you're going to stay on? And they say 30 minutes or an hour and 15 minutes. Every single time they go over. Every single time.
Yeah, it's because they're having fun.
Yep. Yeah. I got to be up at like 5 a.m. tomorrow.
Oh, bro.
Oh, dude.
Yeah. It's what I signed up for, though, so I can't complain.
Well, hey, man, it was definitely a good time having you on the show, man. Thank you for coming on.
Thank you for coming on, man.
Everybody hit up oakcityleathersupply.com. Also hit up Dylan on Oak City Leather Supply on Instagram. He does awesome work. You guys definitely hit him up.
Heck yeah. Thanks, Dylan. Hey, man, don't be a stranger, okay?
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for having me on. This is the first time I've done this. Like, I've never been invited to do a live stream, and I certainly am not very like public facing on my Instagram. I just kind of post pictures, and if I'm not, I don't even talk. I'll do like a video, and I'll try talking over the video, and I'm like, I just sound stupid. I'll just hear like little snippets of me talking like that.
Dude, I'm a whole YouTuber, and I'll say the same thing every time I post a video.
I feel like I'm talking to a wall when I do it. I'm like, I know there's like people like listening, but it's just like I'm talking to my phone. It's just fucking weird. It's just
I feel you, man. I'm not even a real YouTuber. I'm just
Shut up, Damien.
You guys have a skill that like most people just do not develop of being able to talk to a camera. So that's cool.
Yeah, you did good, man. It was awesome.
Dude, we appreciate having you on, man. It was awesome having you.
Thank everybody in the chat for coming on. We really enjoyed it. Thanks for all the comments. Sorry we couldn't get to all of them. I was trying to read as much as I could, and we tried to post some on here. Some of the time it's kind of hard to post one in the middle of a conversation, but we thank y'all for coming on. Make sure you're subscribed. Hit that little red button right down there, and tell all your friends about Nomad EDC. And thank you, Dylan, one more time.
Yeah. Hey, all you 3 and Jay too. Hey, if the 4 of you guys could just send me a DM of like your email or something, I'll send you guys a slip for Christmas.
Sweet.
Oh, sweet. Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, I'll send you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
All right. Good night, y'all.
Guys. Appreciate it.
All right.
See y'all later.
Good night, everybody.